1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. TOM, teachers of my eye. Who am I today? The scribe, been forever, but the name changes with the times. I come from a place where space is home. I go into realms where your face is gone. A change gon' come. As a teen, hypnotized deep in a sleep, party and slumber. 11 life path number, a life of death that's rebirth. Recall realities to reemerge. Soul purge, I'll lend you frequency like loan words. Before I teach, I'll spit a poem first. Step on stage, set the stage, car walking, set ablaze, divine fire. The body is divine attire, sewn from words. Sound frequency, awakening dreams. Don't pinch me every day I wake up, it's a home birth. Start from zero to become the heroes. Cycles of time causes expansion of mind. Potential is exponential. Gain XP, what your power made of. I've had to face self-face to fate, a double fate. What will I make of the present? I'm just trying to pet heaven. Twice great, 2 arms up is none to wave. It's nothing to wave. God separate the waters from the waters. Genesis 1 and 6. See, that source is thousands of years prior to a Bible even existing. It's called the pet word for heaven. Watchers of noon, primordial, pre-ordered, bringing order in order. Its law the scales will represent. A double gift, read present, Ray is present. Ra, amen to the God inside. The crown will glow as consciousness grows. So what assignment are you on? Doubles. Bodies from walking. I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By a step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, corona shining. I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By a step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, corona shining. Serpent mind winding in alignment. Straight from Orion, the origins. Dig into the root, Kim originals, the oracle speaking. Your aura is gleaming. The sons of God, Amen, Ra. Who can't afford a reason to fall below your own means, meaning reaching beyond the firmament ceiling. I see linguistics tricking us deep into sleeping. The way we live inception, I must be dreaming. Doubles, double L, square root, mirrors, reverse the image. My grip is slipping. Almost forgot the point of the mission. Statements point out all the contradictions. Blatant truth lives where my eye is foundation. Yeah. Co-founded a nation. Dictionary study spells can be scary. Etymology, this here is completion. Cycle circles, dualism, wisdom. I peddle flowers. 2 eyes are watching to see through the double realm I'm healing. Never out of what's within him. Infinite reasons, just like my brother Arcad. Always remain calm against demons. Death culture, to be alive here, it's a lie here. They crossed us into thinking that death isn't living. The lies are falling through my palms, arm wide, holes in my hand. The Pope's in command, I demand the throne back. Ancient teachings, I'm a throwback. Picture that, see this moment here is Kodak. So black, I see through lies. Why they hold that? Ocean motions, I'm flowing through noon in the boats of consciousness. My tongue is rolling, planting seeds, sowing. Knee of speaking, untangled quantum DNA, spitting frequencies. I hear Christians scream hallelujah, and this ain't that the name of God is God. I must bring the order back, the scales are tipping. In the court of Allah, moonshine, Tehuti is Yah. This here is Ptah, bulldozing, the one chosen. Focus, when the light hits you, just open like lotus. Melt your mind when in mind time is frozen. Blow minds, my mind is golden. Coat me in gold, I've got a gold coat round me like I'm Tutankhamun. Like his, when you spell my name, put 3 lines in. Scribe, presenting the law's findings. Who's he? I me, an echo of Tehuti. Yes, I do my best to do my best. Lead with the left, heart out my chest. By a step out of the flesh. On my crown is the Nemez, corona shining. We do our best to do our best. SCRIBAL Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worth it. Attaining a purpose while searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it there, so can I take it? Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow, we're the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weave. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walking metal netter, light is feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Netter willing, I continue to lead with my evils. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is sunny, set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my eye, this is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting in this year. Wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lies. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. It's time to set off the alarm. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? I got a human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landed, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and that God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech. I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat. And I command it, I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my eye, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
You and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore, Ma'at. Ptah.
I look outside and all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, don't fly in silence. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside and all I see are people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, nestle, I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword, swang, samurai, I am Shem. Su, Hor, son of Heru, I am him. King, crown, rings, nestle, I am in. Mindset of when fighting jinns. Sword, swang, samurai, I am Shem. Su, Hor, son of Heru. Words powerful, Hekau. See, prove you can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors down, make some room. Mud is now speaking through me and trust me.
Otep, peace and love. Welcome to the House of Aten Study Guide Sunday. Ancient Tehuti and Teachings of the Neteru presents Primordial Vision, Decisions, presented by the great Primordial Thought 9. Before I introduce these wonderful brothers on the panel, we will begin as we do every week with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Unki and Ma'at, Un and S, Nintet or Set and Ma'at, Min Hepapet and Ma'at, Her in Hu Kui, Her Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Hotep, Hotep. Peace and love, everybody. I am the great Atef Rem Kem Ma'at. I am an esteemed steward of the venerable house of Aten. As a devoted disciple of the master teacher, the illustrious Tehuti Amenhotep Ra, I proudly undertake the role of the sagacious host for the weekly gathering within the sacred halls of the house of Aten. Here we delve into the profound teachings that illuminate the path of Ma'at. In the sacred sanctuary of the house of Aten, I guide fellow seekers on a journey of enlightenment and understanding, drawn from the wellspring of ancient wisdom. Our gatherings are profound explorations into the depths of truth, meticulously deciphered through the lens of ancestral artifacts and the profound teachings bestowed upon us by the great Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment to the pursuit of wisdom extends beyond the confines of our weekly gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee of truth, I strive to embody the essence of Ma'at in all aspects of life. Expressing unwavering love for my people, my soul resonates with the harmonious frequencies of the Medu Neter. I stand as a loyal guardian of Ma'at, steadfastly defending the sacred principles that govern our existence within the house of Aten. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani Ptah Aten Tehuti, is a teacher of knowledge, a spoken word artist, a creator awakening the sleepers and healing the chosen ones through sound vibrational tone and conscious thought. He's a Sab, the wisdom door opener, the lead organizer of the house of Aten movement. And we have next, the mighty Menku Ra Mary Ma'at is a student of the master teacher Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra and a follower of Ma'at. Menku Ra is the Heb, the festivities organizer in the house of Aten, cultural enlightenment advisor and a teacher, developer of the pathways to awakening, the director and producer of documentaries, researcher of ancient civilizations, and a researcher of the knowledge of spells. And our presenter for the night, the mighty Primordial Thought 9, is a seeker of divine wisdom, the wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the house of Aten. Welcome, everybody. Peace and love. Welcome to the house of Aten Study Guide Sundays. Peace and love, great brothers.
Peace and love.
How
Peace
y'all
and love. Feeling good.
Peace.
Feeling great. Feeling excellent.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too, man. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Definitely primordial vision, great brother. Definitely, man. Yeah, I had a good day today. Just playing with my children, you know. Fell off my go pad, cracked the frame. I don't know. I thought I almost broke my wrist, but you know, it's all love out there playing with the young life, you know. But last night, Saba's class was it was groundbreaking, man. It was absolutely it was earth shattering. Oh man, I could see in the dark. If you guys haven't checked that out, you definitely need to go and watch that. It was breaking matrices, man, left and right. Peace and love to everybody in the chat. I see you, Angela Gates. Peace and love to you, great sister. Peace and love to Antu, our great moderator, my moderator, Anu. Peace and love to you, great brother and sister. Peace and love to the great ISFET. Peace and love to you, Primordial Thought. You ready, great brother?
Oh, peace. Yeah, man, we feeling good. You know, this is second time around. Let's make it happen.
Hey, ain't no better time than now, great brother.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
you gotta put the boat in the water where you at, bro.
You already know.
Who counting? I'm not counting. Who counting, great brother?
Yes, sir. You already know, man. It feels good to be here. Definitely, it awakens you a little more. You know what I mean? Especially when you got to challenge yourself. You got to make sure you prep your next presentation, even after you just finished your other one.
So you ain't got to tell me, brother. I'm gonna protect you, brother. You don't have to tell me. Day one, brother. I've been here day one, brother. I understand I understand the challenges when Saba, remember what he said? He said, you know, imagine putting it together and you answering someone else's, you doing what somebody else wants you to do. You're not doing what you want to do. You creating classes. I know for a fact I ain't at that level yet. I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm where I'm at. I'm right here. So, you know, but it's definitely inspiring and motivating. And I definitely know exactly what he's talking about, as far as, you know, the hard work and the dedication. But, you know, like I said, you know, definitely looking forward to seeing more people come up on the panel, more of the supporters. And, you know, we got to build this thing brick by brick. You know, all I could do is me, brother. All you could do is you, you know? So definitely looking forward to whoever is next, and whatever they bring forth. Shout out to Minty. Minty, definitely looking forward to hearing about yesterday's adventure. Definitely, I definitely want to see the mural if you have any way of showing it to us. We definitely love art. This is a creative space. This is a space for creators, man. So it's what we do. So I definitely encourage everybody to put the boat in the water where they at. And looking forward to the great sisters that's going to be coming up and presenting next, you know. And I'm just going to pose the question. I'm going to pose the question. You can put it in the chat or not. Who got next? You know, who's up next? You know, so definitely y'all already know the vibration that we established here. Y'all know what we bring forth. So, you know, get up here with us, stand on the side of us, you know, ride with us. So, how you doing, man? Cool, Rod? What's good, great brother?
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling excellent. Trying to, I'm just trying to keep up with all the everything that's happening. If you would have asked me 3 years ago if I was going to be on a solar panel with the Neteru talking about what they doing during the solar eclipse, I would have told you, nah, what are you talking about? That's not about to happen. Yo, I'm still trying to, I think I went to sleep last night. I think I'm awake right now. Did he just say what he said last night? He was like, he presented, let me recap this one part. He presented what he said, and then he said, I guess NASA got to come for me now. And I should have been like, we got your back, Saba, even though, hey, what ain't said is, how you say it, Atef? What's understood don't need to be said. Right.
Still don't need to be discussed.
That's right. But yo, Saba, if you gonna take us there, at least give us a little bit of a warning. We finna
man, cool.
With
NASA. There every week. Every week we go there, bro. Every week we go there.
We really
every week we go there, bro. Man, cool. Name one person who brings forth information as never as our Saba, but as important. There's nobody out there bringing information that is as important besides us, and we are echo of him. He's our teacher, so there's nobody else bringing that forth, brother. But I
you know what I'm saying, though, big facts. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You said it too, Atef. You was like, I don't like the way, I don't like to hear that. I don't like the way that feel with what he said.
Facts.
Yeah, so I'm just building on that. So anyway, if that's what it is, that's what it is. So don't get it twisted. So, but yeah, like I'm saying, I'm feeling good. Just discussing the reality of what went down last night.
Yeah, it was wonderful, brother. You know, and that's the thing about it is that, you know, that's an understanding. You know, these is choices that have to be made. You know, you either gonna stand on Ma'at is gonna be the foundation or not. Period, point blank. You know, every day when we're out in this matrix world, we're the same risks are being taken, but for less. You understand? Like people have gotten taken out for less. So, you know, hey, listen, Ma'at is the foundation. So, you know, as long as we keep the foundation Ma'at, then it's gonna be never the way it's supposed to be. you know. And now I understand what he says, what he means when he says, you know, that he can't go back into the matrix. Like he has to stay on the path that he's on. I understand that now. You know, as I evolve and elevate, you know, especially under his guidance, I'm beginning to understand those things, you know, things about him. And then even reading the stories that I'm reading and beginning to understand them, because I'm unfamiliar with them. But most of the stories that I read, I'm completely unfamiliar with them. And as I'm reading them and I'm getting insight, you know, it's allowing me to understand that how important the wisdom of Tehuti is, you know, and I'm just going to leave it at that. It's important, but it's pertinent. Like there's no other way. That's the way. It's Ma'at and then the wisdom of Tehuti. Like, so, you know, understanding that, you know, we all have choices to make. So me, I choose Ma'at. And, you know, if that's the path and that's what I'm willing to do. So, you know, hey, it's something like this here. If I'm willing to die for it, then it's also something to live for, you know? So definitely Ma'at is something that I definitely don't take for granted. And our great teacher and you great brothers up here. So welcome, Ani Ptah. Great brother, what's going on?
Hotep, great brothers. Henu.
Great brother.
Yes, Henu. Hotep to the doors, the head Ma'at, Menku Ara, peace and love, great brother. Tefrim Kim Ma'at, the Respawn, and Primordial Thought 9. Hotep, great brothers. Peace and love. Tua to everyone in the chat who is here with us live. We are streaming simultaneously on multiple platforms. Facebook. Be sure you follow us on all these platforms. The great moderator Anu, peace to you, great brother. If you could post the Linktree link, which will lead us to all of our social platforms. Facebook. And we're streaming for the first time on Instagram, trying that out and seeing how that process works. I know Instagram usually only allows you to stream for an hour, so we're going to do some experimentation and see what happens after the hour on Instagram, if I can start up another stream for it. So we're going to be figuring that out because we want to expand and touch all of these platforms where everyone is at. Twitch, we are on Twitch, so follow us on Twitch as well. And Rumble is another great platform. So please follow us on all these platforms. And X, which was formerly known as Twitter. So yes, Hotep Henu, peace and love, everyone. And let me run through a couple announcements before the great brother Primordial Thought 9 begins to give his class, which is titled Decisions, presented by Primordial Thought 9. And you see his logo up under his name there. All right. So yes, peace and love, everyone. Say Hotep to Angela Gates, the first one in the building. Hotep to you. Glad to have you here with us, Angela Gates, Anu, and Antu, who is here with us. Hotep, hit the like, share, and subscribe on your way in. Absolutely. Hit the like button. Help the algorithm share this to your platforms. Definitely subscribe to the channel and join the channel as well. And you'll get access to exclusive content and videos that are only available to the members on the YouTube or the Kuru as well, and our patrons. So Hotep MKD Podcast is here, who is a member of the YouTube. Hotep Natiru, peace and love to you. Have you had a chance to watch those new debates that were posted with Saba Tehuti? If so, let us know what you think. Because you're definitely one of the people who have the option to watch that as you're a YouTube member. Peace and love, Stranger. Stranger is here with us on Facebook. He said, what happened to the super chat option? It's still available, but we're on multiple platforms. So it looks like you're commenting from Facebook. So If you're watching us on Facebook, Super Chat won't have it. But if you come over to YouTube, you'll have the Super Chat, or you can use the Cash App or PayPal to show your support, which you always do, great brother stranger. So peace to you. All right. So yes, this is the House of Aten. We are a organization based on the ancient teachings of Tehuti and of the Natiru. And we represent Ma'at, which a word that means many things, but the most popular is truth or balance. And so therefore we have a system of reciprocity that allows us to maintain balance within our walks, as we are all daily making judgments and reckoning our decisions to keep the maka'it, which is the meta word for scales, in a met or ma'at, in a balanced and always in the righteous down the middle. And so with that, here is our support links, which are posted to the top of the chat. Cash App and PayPal, House of Aten. So you can utilize those links to send in support. We definitely appreciate everyone who supports us, and it's a beautiful thing. Or you can also do like this great brother here, Stranger, who sent in a super sticker for $20. So let's give Stranger a great round of applause for supporting. Hotep, great brother Stranger, we definitely appreciate you and for leading by example. And so Hinu to you, Tua, for just your consistency. And Stranger is also the one who brought forth the name Moderators, which is who people know as the moderator, which moderate, mod comes from mat, because the D and the T are interchangeable. The root word is met or mat, and it's ma'at. And moderate, which means to keep in the middle, which is what this is. So Stranger is the ones who named the moderators. So to our great brother Stranger for your support. All right, and houseofaten.org. Houseofaten.org is up and running. If you're on YouTube, you can look at the shop section, which is attached to the channel. So when you're in the channel, you can go to the store. And let me share the screen so I can show you all. Okay, MKD Podcast said, yes, I saw them both. Hinu, Saba, Tehuti. Absolutely. To our great brother. All right, and here we are on the YouTube. And here is the store. So you can check out the store here on YouTube as well, where you can make your purchases of phone cases. We have desk mats, beach towels, and tees. Long sleeve, short sleeve, hoodies, all here, as well as spiral notebooks. So these are also attached to the channel. So you can go here and show your support. So Hinu, and also join the channel to gain exclusive content, which is here. Let me show that. Right here, right next to the subscribe button, you'll see a button that says join. And there's 3 different tiers for you to choose from. And it's just another way to support and also gain access to classes and teachings and debates that are not available to the public. So definitely support us there. And so let me go over houseofaten.org for you all, which is a it's a place where we are beginning to bring forth history, and it's very powerful. So I want to make sure that everyone is familiar with the houseofaten.org, houseofaten.org, ATTON, which is the acronym for Ancient Tehutian Teachings of Natiru. So for all of the new people who are coming across our videos, whether on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and there's new people coming in every week, this is where you can find everything, houseofaten.org. And we also have some beautiful merch, just like I showed on the YouTube. And so our store are on all social platforms, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram. You can go to our store on all of these platforms and support. And so we have custom suitcases, which is beautiful. These desk mats, which are phenomenal. Hinu, to those of you who are making, the purchases and you have your orders being worked on and being shipped to you, and your tracking numbers are all being sent to your emails. As soon as updates happen, you get updated through your email. So Tuan Hinu for everyone who's supporting. We truly appreciate you all. And some of you are getting the desk mats, and some of you are getting the notebooks and tumblers. So it's beautiful. So Hotep and Hinu, I won't name you all because some of you may want to remain private or anonymous. So I'm giving Hinu and love and Marie to everyone who is coming to the houseofaten.org and supporting, as well as the teas and all these beautiful colors that we have. White, I love white. It's definitely one of my favorites right now. The cardinal red looks beautiful too. And of course, I love black, blue. I love all these colors, and that's why they're up here. So there'll be more colors coming forward. But for now, these are the colors that we have, and made for both male and female. And you can get a good look on a lot of the images here. And for those of you who are making purchases, we would truly appreciate for the items that you purchased to come and leave a review. Leave a review for us so others can see that it is of quality. So definitely appreciate you all. So utilize our shop. Saba Tehuti's ebooks are here. Stepping Out of the Matrix and Melanin Dark Consciousness. You can purchase these, and as soon as you purchase these, you'll get a link to download them. So make sure you go purchase these ebooks as well. And so we have all of our pod classes that we have here in the pod class section. The Tehuti pod class, who is Saba Tehuti, who is our Saba, which means a doorway, and is also the word for a teacher and student, because it is a representation of the door, which is when it's open, you can either enter or exit, which is receiving information and giving information. It's a double door. It's a door that allows entry and exit. And so therefore that creates the word for teacher and student. And Sab is another word, which then is the jackal, what people know as the jackal, which really is a hound, because it's one of the fastest dogs, and it's associated with light, so moving at the speed of Sab. And it's also the star glyph, because this is what we are. In the oldest spiritual writings on the planet, the pyramid text of Pepi, it teaches that you are a star in a body, that you are a Ba, and that you come from the stars. You are a star, and so this is what we are representations of. So Saba Tehuti is the Saba who brought forth the Tepi, the forefront doorway for us to walk through, and now you are seeing the growth from that initial seed and that initial doorway that he allowed himself to be for us to walk through and create more doors for others to walk through. So Hinu to the great Saba Tehuti, go to the Tehuti pod class. This is the pod class that you heard Tefrim Kema'at speaking about, Eclipse Mind Control Magic Psyop. So breaking down the eclipse and what all was associated with all of the commotion that was happening with the eclipse, and 2 other very major events that happened on the same day. One of the events happened 3 days prior, and he went into the number 3 and why there were 3 rockets that were titled Apep, the enemy of Ra, being shot at Ra at 3 different times during the day of the eclipse. But so you can go here and watch this. It's a very powerful class, and support the great Saba through his Cash App or through his PayPal. Send in your questions, because this is what the pod classes come from. And you also heard Atef speaking about this as well at the intro, where these classes here, we don't build these classes based off of others' questions. That's for the great Saba Tehuti. That is what he brought forward, and that is what the Tehuti pod classes ran from. Here at the House of Aten, we choose specific topics that may be of interest to us or someone close, and we bring those teachings forward to again begin to train ourselves to become Sabas as well. So this is where you send in your questions. If you have any questions, you send them into the Tehuti pod class, and here are his links here. And House of Aten, all of our live classes are here, our support links as well, and all of the teachers that you see here on the screen. Myself, Sab Ani Ptah Aten Tehuti, the great brother Minku Ara Mary Ma'at, all his classes are here. Here's the playlist at the top right of the videos to be able to see the classes. The great brother Atef Rim Kema'at and his classes as well are up here. Primordial Thought 9 is here, and here is his second class, which is today, which is right now. So Hinu to that great brother, and also the ancient literature, whether it's the Kemetic literature or the Sugagi literature, which is known as the Sumerian, here through the Enuma Elish, and also the Karu member classes. So we also provide opportunity for the great members of the House of Aten, which their tone is called the Keru, which is a word that means a household member, because we are the House of Aten. And so when you're a member of the house, you become a Karu, which is also the same word for the oar or the rudder that you use to guide your boat. And our teachings of the afterlife are based within a boat as we are traveling through the waters. And if you would like to know more about the afterlife and the waters and the primordial darkness and waters, you can go to one of my classes, Out of the Darkness, and I'll show you a lot of the teachings that we brought forth. And so we treat our consciousness as a boat. And of course, the rudder is what is used to control where the boat goes. And that's the word Ker or Keru, which also then creates the word for the household members, because you all, without you all, our movement would cease to exist. So it's you all that allows us to traverse and go to our final destination. So we are also providing opportunity for all of the Karu to come up and begin to sharpen your sword, learn a skill set, and being able to bring forth teachings so you can become the Saba for those who are around you, which is very important. And so here we have, who is Marduk and what does his name mean, by the great moderator Anu. And so next month in May, we have 2 sisters coming forward who will be giving classes, and we'll be announcing who that is next month. So Hinu to all the great Karu who are coming forward and allowing yourself to be put on the platform for hundreds and thousands to see you through all of our social platforms. and teach, bring forth the consciousness of Ma'at. So you can support each of the individual Sabas here, each of the individual teachers here. And here is also a debate section from the great Saba Tehuti. I posted a discussion debate that with Jabari Osaze and Saba Tehuti, which was the debate prior to the one on Sa Neter. So you can watch this. This is something that I released to the public. And there are also videos here for the YouTube members. Like you heard, seen MKD podcast say that he saw. Truth Ministries, which this is a great one. I love this one. I love all of them, but this one has a particular, there's some funny parts in there. Saba Tehuti is hilarious. So Hinu to the great Saba. So if you try to watch this and not a member, it'll tell you members only content. So you can watch it there, or you can watch it here under Patreon. And you can join for free. There's free content I'll post here as well. I'll also choose a membership, which is just $5 a month, just like some of our other platforms. And you can join to unlock. Here's a preview.
There's no sound, honey. Honey, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, we couldn't hear it. I was saying.
Oh, you can't hear that?
Oh, no, it wasn't no sound coming from it.
Okay, 2 off of that. I definitely want y'all to hear that. Let me thank you.
You want, but anywhere that
anyway, yeah, okay. So his first definition was any living creature, and the dictionary agrees that it's a person descendant. We are now going to go to the Kemetic papyri of the destruction of mankind, and we're going to read from there. This is what the Kemetians wrote, and they said Netur Tepau, which translates to "and ye ancestor gods." Good night, man. Good night. I'm done.
you said
Go ahead and judge. Go ahead.
All right.
The ancestor gods. The ancestor gods.
Hold up. Minister, you got any last question? Then we got to get to the judge.
Let's get to the judges. Let's stop sharing.
I get my question.
There it is. The ancestors.
3 questions. Don't run now. Oh, you want me beat up again? Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry.
What we doing?
Go ahead then. Y'all see my screen?
No. Okay.
So there's a preview from here, and here's another one.
Song's coming down. Anybody ever seen this before anywhere?
Maybe in Sumerian culture.
I've seen the sun disk, but I've never seen it with the wings before.
Okay, this is
They used to wear the sun disk on hat.
Yeah, so this is the Kemetic symbol called Heru Behutet, and it is the flying Heru. It is the sun disk found all over the temples of Edfu in Kemet, and it's a very popular symbol coming from Kemet right beside another Kemetic image, which is the Ankh, the No Hebrew Israelite claims. Yet this is an archaeological find of Hezekiah. They call the Hezekiah Bulla with Hezekiah's name on it, that they call an Israelite artifact, and we see the ancient Hebrew written there. Now,
Okay, is that because he was in allegiance? Was he like a vessel or something for Egypt?
Now the thing is that
Yes, he was in allegiance with Egypt according to the text.
oh, okay.
Okay.
This Hezekiah, what we would call a Kemet cartouche or a shen, which is when you have a king's name inside of a circle with the Kemetic images to mark who a king is. White people today call this a cartouche. We call this a shen. This is known throughout every single pharaoh had one. It's this same circle here with the Kemetic images and their name written in it, and the white man calls this a cartouche. Here we have an Israelite image with the circle and the king's name and his descendants with the Heru Behutet symbol and the Ankh on it. Okay.
So yes, here are some beautiful debates, and this one is this brother just firing off question after question after question after question, and Saba Tehuti doing what he does best, which is answer questions. So absolutely come here and show your support. And the great brother Anu posted the link, which is where you can find all of our platforms here. So just go here and follow us on all these platforms, as well as here on the website. You can find it here. And under the loyalty points section, you can earn what I title Hotep points. And you see the glyph here with the bread in the shape of a pyramid, and it's the word D, and it means to give. And this is what we are giving back to all of our great supporters of the website. For every $1 you spend, you get 1 point. For every 100 points, you get 10% off your purchase. And once you become a member of the House of Aten, once you become a member, House of Aten, join us here. The initiate membership level 1, which is Keru Wa, which means 1. So Ua Sin Kemet, which is 1, 2, and 3. Level 1 gets 5% off of purchases every time you're here. There is no, you can utilize this with your Hotep points. Level 2 gets 10% off, and level 3 gets 15% off. So depending on which tier you'd like to be a part of, there's incentive for each tier level. And level 3, of course, being the highest tier that we offer. So you'll get 15% off of all your purchases for as long as you're a member here at the House of Aten. And you'll definitely be prioritized for any one-on-ones and any exclusive classes or content. But this is all of our membership levels. So all of our great members who are already a part of the Keru, please come here. Even if you're paid up, please come here and choose a membership tier. And once you choose a membership tier, I will go in the system and update for the time that you've already paid up for, and correct that in the system. But I need everyone to go here so you can already put yourself in the system, as this is how our membership is moving forward. So the Cash App and PayPal is only utilized for support donations. It won't be utilized for membership past May. So as we make the transition, I need everyone to please come here and choose a tier, and I will update your renewal period with whatever it is that you have already paid up for. So Hotep Henuma Akaru to all the great Keru, and we are doing our best to do our best to bring forth many different levels for you all to participate in and be a part of. So Keru member access only, classes. We're working on classes that will only be available to the Keru. Debates, as you just saw, all those debates that's on the Patreon and the YouTube membership. All the Keru members, of course, get those as well. So you'll have that here. My Wisdom Wednesday class, which is a class I host for all of the great Keru. It's a free Seba'it class that I give to the members, which isn't public. It's only a private class for the members. So if you want to be a part of these classes, then you will definitely need to make sure that you become a member of the House of Aten, right? And join our Discord here. So Hotep Henu. And so, yes, that's everything here. Social media, home. And you can message me here. If you have WhatsApp, you can message me on WhatsApp. And also through this system here, you can send in a message, and we have a team. We have a team here to respond to you and get back to you fairly quickly. So Hotep, Tua for your attention through that. And Henu to everyone who's supporting. And when you all get your items, definitely want to see images, take pictures, post them on the Discord. You know, if you like to also be posted on the website, I'll post you and post your items. So looking forward to seeing everyone with their items in the House of Aten. Yes, so Hotep, and I'm going to pass it to the great brother, Primordial Thought 9, unless Menku Ara Mary Ma'at or Atef has any announcements before he teaches. And just utilize the support links, which is also scrolling at the bottom. Let the great brothers know how much you appreciate what's being brought forth and all of the time and energy that is going into building up this organization and this movement for everyone to have a home. So Tua for everyone who's playing a part in that. And Hotep Marie, peace and love to everyone. And yes. Oh, yes. Great brother Menku Ara, if you want to speak about the Discord meeting, I know that's coming up.
Yes. Hotep, peace, everybody. Next week, Friday, we are having this month's Discord meeting, 6 p.m. Central Time. That is Friday, April 26th. So we invite you all to come out and build with us, discuss all things that you want to discuss. No topic is off limits. We focus on Ma'at and building each other up. Previously, I had put the call out for us to discuss the solar eclipse and what were your experiences during that time. I'm sure that has changed vastly and dramatically. We also can discuss the pathways that is coming up in October. We can discuss anything related to the House of Aten, any of our previous classes, this beautiful portal of abundance, and the Netaru broadcasting system that our great Ani Ptah has built. Respect the architect. We will be discussing tonight's class and anything else related to the House of Aten. So we love you. We're a community. We want to hear your voice. We want to spend time with you. So you are all invited to our monthly community House of Aten Discord meeting. Bang, bang.
All right. Yes. Hotep, that link is posted. Utilize that link. And as a great brother Tefrim says, come join us. All right. Tua Hinu, looking forward to this class. Decisions. Looking forward to this and seeing what the great brother Primordial Thought 9 is going to bring forth in his second class here. So absolutely. Tua, great brother Hinu, and the floor is yours.
Ani, can I get that last background music you have for me? On the last one? The one that goes boom, 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 boom.
Okay, let's see. Let's see
that's
which
fine.
one. I'm not sure which one it was. Let's see.
There it is. That's the
Is
one.
it?
That's the one. You hit it right on the money, man. You knew which one it was. There we go. I can be heard?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right, let's get this presentation going. Peace, peace. Let's work this out. All right. Welcome to Primordial Vision. This is called Decisions. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Tua. Welcome. I am Primordial Thought 9, seeker of divine wisdom. Wisdom with universal structure. Wisdom that remains the same from every perspective. Wisdom that adapts to any interaction. Wisdom that creates silence. Wisdom that sustains the house of Aten. I am Primordial Thought 9. May Ra grant me and my family health and prosperity. May our monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at. And may we rise and come forth this conscious light like the divine Ra who rises and shine forevermore. Ma'at. Ptah.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu. I am in mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swing, samurai. I am Shem, Su, Hor, son of Heru. I am him, king, crown, rings, Nesu. I am in mindset of when fighting jinns, sword swing, samurai. I am Shem, Su, Hor, son of Heru. Words powerful, Hekau. See proof, you can feel the roots gone. Just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors down, make some room. Ma'at is now speaking through me, and trust me, this is who you will respect if you choose or not. It is now, not soon. You are not the same as I. We do not have the same sight. We do not have the same eye. We don't just talk, we apply. From the waters in the sky, I spoke my name into life. I spoke my name to bring life, to bring life. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, Neter Tehuti's Aten. God is inside of black men. Light skin, yet I'm dark as him. Dig to root truth, I am Kim. E.T., I'm not from this land. Originate from heavens. Choose to stand here once again on the truth of foundation. I'm here to raise consciousness. New dimensions fill the shift. Prove ascensions in my midst. Arms up, Kabahinu fist. I'm over the lies. Get me up out of this matrix. Thinking over, overthinking, looking over, sinking, blinking like my eyelid is broken. Focus on what the mission is. Soaking in wisdom, floating, showing I'm a light body, no flesh. I body this soul flex. I tore so many dark habits, now my solar's plexed. I'm here to break the spells. Scribe. Everything is in reverse, so I'll break down the spellings. The revolution will be internalized. In turn, all eyes inside looking at I, yet I'm in the side of self watching eyes like an Alex Gray mural. The third eye is really the first, and the one that removes veils, whose marrying growth Prosperity, hope, solidarity shows I'm carrying loads on shoulders after burying broke mindsets. Duality through nines, acceptance through troubled finds. Dualism is 2 in 1, which is not the same as a double mind. I come from one.
Hotel, peace and love. Man, y'all don't know how much I listen to me. Like, it's every day. So definitely sparks a lot of creativity, but you know, let's get going. All right. From the ancient Egyptian literature, volume 2 by Marian Litcham, page 153, chapter 8. This is from the instructions of AMENEMOPE. Set your goodness before people. Then you are greeted by all. You welcome the Uraeus. One welcomes the Uraeus. One spits upon Apophis. Guard your tongue from harmful speech. Then you will be loved by others. You will find your place in the house of God. You will share in the offerings of your Lord. When you're reverend and your coffin conceals you, you will be safe from the power of God. Let's look up the word good. It means excellent, fine, valuable, desirable, favorable, beneficial, full, entire, complete, abstractions, actions, beneficial, effective, righteous, pious, of persons or souls, righteous, virtuous, having the right or desirable quality. That's the part right there. Having the right or desirable quality, fitting, suitable. All right. To unite. Favorable time. Belonging together. Let's examine. It is imperative embodying the principles of Ma'at in every aspect of your life. Your speech should be respectful and orderly, avoiding offense or harm to others. By carefully observing and understanding those you interact with, you can cultivate love and respect from them. Walking in Ma'at is imperative, as it not only influences your own life, but also has a ripple effect to those around you. By consistently aligning your actions with observation, which is Ma'at, truth, balance, and harmony, you can create a paradigm shift in the reality of others. Your actions in this life cycle, guided by Ma'at, determines how the Natiru perceives you. So regardless of what you're doing, it is important that Ma'at is the representation of you every day, constantly, 24/7. I promise you, regardless of who you interact with, you'll be able to have that. People will be, they'll accept you in their life. You'll be the person that they tend to, want to speak to, want to talk to. And when you practice Ma'at and you live it, and you are that advertisement, that walking advertisement of Ma'at, you actually change people's life. You're actually showing them that, in a way, there is hope. There is people that are out here walking around this earth who are opposite of the ISFET that you see. So be that example, be that ripple effect. And you look up the word paradigm, an example, a model, a pattern, an example. represent, show side by side, comparing you from those who they're used to seeing, who is in ISFET, who's not in order, and then they look at you, a different representation. So let's keep that, let's keep Ma'at in our forefront. We're going to be in the same book, Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 2, by Miriam Litcham, page 153, chapter 7. It says, do not set your heart on wealth. There is no ignoring fate and destiny. Do not let your heart go astray. Every man comes to his hour. Do not strain to seek increase. What you have, let it suffice you. If riches come to you by theft, they will not stay the night with you. Comes day, they are not in your house. Their place is seen, they're not there. Earth opens its mouth, level them up, swallow them up, and made them sink into that. They made a hole as big as their size and sank into the netherworld. They made themselves wings like geese and flew up to the sky. Do not rejoice in wealth from theft, nor complain of being poor. If the leading archer presses forward, his company abandons him. The boat of the greedy is left in the mud, while the bark of the silent sails with the wind. You know, that's that consciousness of Ra. You know, Sama broke that down. Peace and love to you, great Sama. You shall pray to the Aten when he rises, saying, grant me well-being and health. He will give you your needs for life. He will give you your needs for this life, and you will be safe from fear. The instructions of AMENEMOPE. Let's look up the word fate, destiny, even what stray means. So fate, one's lot or destiny, predetermined course of life, also one's guiding spirit. Let's see. In which is ordained, destiny, fate, things spoken by the gods to speak. So your fate is rooted. Its root word is ba, to speak, to tell, to say. You know how when you speak things into existence, you're only destined, your fate is only destined by the words you speak. Let's look at destiny, fate, overruling, necessity, the irresistible tendency of certain events to come about. Overruling necessity, the irresistible tendency. That's the part that I like right here, the irresistible tendency, purpose, intent, your fate, destiny, your destination. So regardless, you know, there's certain things that's within, there's certain things that pull you, you know, things that you are, you're just so passionate about. You feel like that is your destiny. It's no different between look at what Saba's doing, look at what Ani Ptah Aten Tehuti is doing. Look at Mentee and her art. Some stuff that just pulls to you, something that you just gotta do. You feel like it gives you expression, it gives you life. Let's look at the word stray, to wander away from an enclosed of a herd, to wander, to run loose, to drift, wander about, to roam. And that's what you never want to do. You never want to stray. Let's examine this. The Matrix often teaches us to prioritize chasing material wealth, you know, chasing that bag at any cost, regardless of our current circumstances. Our future is shaped by the words we speak, especially during our toughest moments. Can you maintain your commitment to living in Ma'at, aligning your actions with truth and righteousness. Even when faced with adversity, can you keep your Eve centered and focused, resisting the attraction of ISFET? You know, like he says, like when you go back, let's go back. Do not rejoice in wealth from theft. So when you see that, let's just say, even if you're in that, let's just say you out there trying to get it by any means necessary. Don't rejoice in that. Never rejoice in that. And that's the part, because that's the attraction. Resisting the attraction of ISFET. It seems pleasant at the time. It seems fast. It seems quick. It's like this rush that is within you. And it looks glorious at that time, and you can have any excuse you want by, you know, hey, I got mouths to feed, we poor, we this, we that, but ask those who've been in that life. Ask them. I know one brother who will give you a story for sure. And I hope to hear him speak after that. But think about that. Think about don't get caught up in those type of things. Those things lead to destruction. Whether you choose the path of Ma'at or ISFET, your destiny will be determined by your decisions. Why choose chaos when you're already aware of its inevitable consequences? You've seen many people take the ISFET route, and you see the destruction every time. You see the outcome every time. Even the loved ones who they were doing it for are left in shame, left in sorrow. They'll never see the person who took the ISFET route. They'll never see him again. And then when they weigh that, they like, man, I would had rather you not did that than and to have you than to be in this situation. So you are fully aware of the consequences, and you know what road that leads down. No different between like like Trinity said to Neo in the Matrix, you know, when she was given that option, like either this way or the highway, right? And he was about to step out and go, but she was like, hey, you already know what that road leads down to. Why even do that? And so that's the same with that ISFET type of life. You have to stray from that. You are constantly surrounded by it, which is the ISFET, both consciously and subconsciously, knowing that ISFET ultimately leads to its own demise. Despite any temporary pleasures it may offer, Ma'at, on the other hand, is eternal, and it illuminates a path of light for your loved ones who are watching your journey. So before you, if you know, you could be in a situation where you're thinking about that right now. You're thinking about, I might have to do that later tonight, or I might have to do that tomorrow. I just look at your loved ones. I mean, a lot of people do that for their children. Think about that shift you'll put in them before you before you make a certain decision. Just think about that. Think about the seed you be planting in your seed, the seed you be planting in your child. Think about what you'll be doing to their coup. Think about your mate who's been trying to pull you out of that life, and you don't know what else to do. Try to stay focused. Try to keep my eye in your forefront, and I guarantee you, you'll make it through. The ancestors will definitely guide you. And when you're looking at that, when people use that word chase the bag, let's look at right here. What chase mean? To hunt, to cause, to go away, to put to flight, to hunt, to ride swiftly, strive for it, to grasp. You never want to be chasing things like that. Chasing something makes you desperate. Attracted rather than chasing. It'll come to you, you trust in the material, following my eye. Let's continue. All right. We're still in the same book. This time we're going to be page 150, chapter 2, line 5 through 15. This is the instructions of AMENEMOPE. Don't let yourself be sent on a mischievous errand, nor be friends with him who doesn't. I'm pretty sure we all got some friends who we know that's like that. Don't raise an outcry against one who attacks you, nor answer him yourself. He who does evil, the shore rejects him. Its flood water carries him away. The north wind descends to end his hour. The north wind descends to end his hour. It mingles with the thunderstorm. The storm cloud is tall. The crocodiles are vicious. You heed it, man. How are you now? He cries out. His voice reaches heaven. It is the moon who declares his crime. I like this because it ties still back to that boat, right? That consciousness, right? When it says that the shore rejects him. Can't even make it. He can't dock. Them flood waters carries him away. Let me not get too ahead of myself. Let's go. All right, that mischief, right? So don't be sent on a mischievous errand. What is mischief? Evil condition, misfortune, hardship, need, want, wickedness, wrongdoing, evil. You know, let's ride, right? Let's go. Let's pull a lick. Let's go get this. Hey, let's bust this scam real quick. You never want to. You have to separate yourself from people that's like that. An outcry, that is an act of crying aloud. A loud, vehement clamor. It is duress. It is to cry out. Public protest. Okay, sure. Landboarding, a large body of water. You know, when a boat has to come in and unload its cargo and you know, calm down to bring its boat to a stop for a little bit to dock. That's what the shore is. And I know that you've seen, have you ever seen some boats that they just capsize, they turn, the storm takes them, they trying to make it to shore, they trying to get out the waters and takes them on. All right. So that shore is your support. That's support that come in, that gives you that balance, right? That you know, when things getting a little rough, you know, let's settle down. Let's settle down. Let's check things out. Let's make sure make sure everything's working good. No damage to the boat. Let's keep moving. All right, let's examine. We often refer to them as our day ones. You know, those friends that you rocking with, right? Or that you used to rock with. Those are your day ones. Those who have stood by us since the beginning of our struggles. They've witnessed us at our lowest points, supported us through chaotic times. But what happens when you undergo a transformation? When your perspective shifts and you no longer resonate with that chaos, that ISFET. You no longer want to do it anymore. What if you sense an internal change, like a shift in the weather? You know, when you see that storm coming, when you know that you can no longer, you know what, I feel something, that things ain't right no more. I can no longer live like this anymore. Like, I gotta make a change. That's that feeling. That's that feeling when, you know, the weather's starting to change. nah, this don't look right. I don't think we should sail that way. Once again, choices must be made. As the captain of your own ship, which is Ra, you know, you being on a boat, you are the pilot, you are Ra. Which direction will we sail? For those who cling to ISFET, the waters run deep, and the storm we sense on the horizon will surely arrive. So when you see, you've seen, or you probably heard stories of, you know, people who, let's say for instance, you remember the movie Boys in the Hood where Cuba Gooding Jr. was like, "Dope, let me out." He knew that going to go get revenge for his cousin, and I'm just using this as an example, but I'm sure y'all can, you know, possibly relate. He said, "Let me out," because he felt the shift. He knew that right then and there, if he was to continue down that road and stay within that car, it'd change everything in his life. He would have destroyed everything his father worked for him to be exactly where he is. So he let out. But when you watch the end of that movie, it tells you that, you know, you saw that, you know, Ice Cube and them did their thing, got their revenge. But at the end of the movie, he died not too long ago, right after that, for revenge. So you see chaos in that. So imagine if he was there, his story would be different than his going off and selling to be successful in whatever that is that character was being successful in. So I just use that as an example that if you do feel that you are, you know, around people you cannot, that you no longer want to be on the same frequency with because they choose to stay in it, then you got to separate yourself regardless of the outcome of that. Because at the end of the day, they can't be there for you if you sent to the net to care early, right? If you experience chaos doing ISFET, there's no need to do that. So that's why they say, you know, you hear in certain songs, you know, hey, them waters is deep. That's deep waters is where the sharks play, right? And people get in over their head. That's when that floods. So in that chapter it's talking about the flood waters. That's that flood. He in too deep. He over his head. That boat's going down. And some people get in over their head because guess what? Majority of the time they chasing that bag. Majority of the time they rocking for revenge. They're just reacting. So separate yourself from that. Come out of that. See that tide shift. If you see them waters, come up out of there because that's your ka. You know, like Saba broke down. That's your genius self. That's the one that's trying to tell you, yo, come on. Hey, be careful. Let's keep going. All right, we still in the same book, but different volume. This is Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 2, Marian Litcham, page 138. This is from the instructions of Ani. Scribe did a Ani Ptah Tehuti did a Wisdom Wednesday class, and he was reading this, and I was like, man, this is good. Why haven't I read this yet? So so he definitely inspired me to go to this book and definitely you know, examine. Let's see. All right, so we're no longer rocking with you know, some of the people we used to rock with who's still in that ISFET. So, you know, you don't have to stay there. You can listen to these words right here. It says, befriend one who is straight and true, one whose actions you have seen. If your rightness matches his, the friendship will be balanced. And we all know those, you know, some of those friends or people that we know that's like, man, like, hey, you know what, you really cool. I like the way your heart is. There's something special about your Eve. None of the people you want to keep close to you. Let's examine. Discovering a fellow advocate of Ma'at can be challenging because that's it's hard to come by, right? But if you're tuning in here, you've landed in the perfect spot, the house of Aten. Here, you'll encounter numerous of acts of righteousness, all aligned with Ma'at. Join us in our community Discord meetings where you'll connect with others on the same journey towards embracing Ma'at. And that's why here we always say, hey, come on in. Even if you don't want to come to YouTube and be online, that's fine. Come to the Discord meeting. That is far from, we don't stream that live. Nope, you don't even got to show your face. Just come in, talk, say whatever you got to say. But I just want you to understand that, you surrounded by people who's seeking liberation, who's trying to pekka imku, rid themselves of all negative thoughts, who's trying to rise and come forth this conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore. And you come to that right spot. I'm forming brotherhoods with brothers who I don't even know that long. But right off the bat, man, I'm like, man, like, like, come on, man. Like, I'm here in a place where my great brother, Ptah Tehuti, threw a celebration service for my great nephew Mut. And he don't even know her. We didn't have some day one relationship, day one brotherhood coming up. We didn't even have that. But he took the time out of his day and he threw that for me. So you got to surround yourself with people that's like that. You got to surround yourself with people that's for your growth. That's gonna uplift you, bring you up. Those things are. That's you creating. That is part of your destiny. You must create what's around you and separate yourselves from those who's trying to pull you down, those who's part of the Sabaul fiends, the ISFETians, those who are part of a PEP. Don't lock into people like that, man. Find yourself here. Come to the Discord. I guarantee you, you'll be amongst real family. Let's move on. All right. Still in the same book, Ancient Egypt Literature, Volume 2 by Miriam Litcham. Page 143. Still in the instructions of Ani. This is let's take our time with this one, all right? All right, so do not control your wife in her house when you know she is efficient. Don't say to her, "Where is it? Get it," when she has put it in the right place. Let your eye observe in silence. Then you can recognize her skill. It is joy when your hand is with her. You know, that helping hand. There are many who don't know this. Once again, there are many who don't know this. If a man desists from strife at home, he will not encounter its beginning. Every man who founds a household should hold back the hasty heart. Do not go after a woman. Let her not steal your heart. So if you know you got a good mate, and a man knows, you know, if you got a good mate and your household is good, but yet you're in strife, you're arguing about, a lot of small little things that can add up. let don't be so hasty to lead that and push on. That's important. That's why it says to recognize her skill. Let your eye observe in silence. It's good to watch. It's good to see what your mate is good at. So don't be this, this tyrant walking around, right? Like don't do that. Let's continue. Okay, so efficient. What's efficient? Making, producing, immediate effect, active, effective, to set, to put. She is, she's producing, she's active, taking care of the things that, you two agreed with that, she'll be able to take care of. You get me? To desist, that means to stop, to cease. Don't try to stop yourself from creating an argument, being that person that's just complaining about this, complaining about that. Hey, this ain't good. Like, hey, what you doing? No, I don't like that you do this. No, I don't. And it's just this argument, the strife. Strife is discord, right? Contention, a quarrel, a fight. If you observe, you'll know when to speak and when not to speak. Let's just put it that way. If her skill is good, let her do her thing. If she does something that's better than you and you not doing it, and she said that she gonna hold it down, let her hold it down. Don't say nothing. It don't even matter if you don't like the way she's scrubbing this, or it doesn't even matter. Don't say nothing if she's better than you at it. Don't be hasty, urgent, quick, tempered, angry. I'm out of here now. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Even though you know your mate is good. Now I'm gone. Best believe that if that is the case and you with a good mate and you try to go and do something else and start over, guarantee you'll bring them same problems to the next woman. I'm thinking of a certain principle that I read that has something tied to that. I wish I would have put that in here. That would have been nice. I just thought about that right now. Let's go. All right, let's examine. All right. As the leader of your household, it's crucial to avoid controlling your mate, as it undermines the shared gift of life you both possess. That free will. Don't control. You don't want to be controlled. Don't control. True leadership involves recognizing and appreciating the skill and contributions of everyone in the household, even if you got kids, right? It don't matter whoever's in your house. If they're in your house, you have them in your house for a reason, right? So just as a leader needs to be able, in order to be a leader, you have to be able to observe. You have to be able to see. You have to be able to see the skills and put each and every person in position to play a part. I like to use, it's an old school TV show. With Mr. T, they call it the A-Team. And the guy that says, I love when a plan comes together. At the end of the day, regardless of when someone's a leader, if you got a task force or some kind of squad or whatever, right? You got that one guy who's good in IT. You got the other guy who's good in, demolition. You got the other guy who's, the muscle. You get me? You got the other guy who's good in, crafting things, putting things all together. The leader never plays those roles. He always put the right person in position in order to continue the mission, right? So a leader has to be able to see that. You have to be able to see the skills and the characteristics of what they're good at and what you are not good at. So let's remember that. Okay. True leadership involves recognizing and appreciating the skills and contributions of everyone in a household beyond just your financial responsibilities. Paying bills doesn't justify overbearing behavior, which ultimately leads to discord and imbalance in the home. Before considering a change in your relationship, take time to reflect on your role as a leader and the quality of your partnership. And the quality of your partnership, of your union. Guard your art, which is your Eve, and only give it to those who deserve it. So I want you to pay attention to the part that says paying bills doesn't justify overbearing behavior. You have no idea how many how many guys I've talked to who you know, they pay all the bills. They hold it down, but they're this walking chaos of ISFET in their house. Controlling, no appreciation of what they may do, no appreciation that, you know, it takes more than just paying bills to sustain a house, right? Somebody got to clean it. Somebody got to replace things. Somebody got to keep things in order. Somebody got to be able to keep the house full functioning, feeding everybody. Somebody got to play that part. And whatever agreement that y'all have, be honorable in that. Respect that. Somebody meal prepping for you, respect it. I appreciate you. Thank you. Tua. Because it takes more than just doing the bills. Can you imagine living on your own? You'll be paying them bills, right? But guess what? You still gotta go clean them toilets. You still gotta go clean that shower. You still gotta mop around your house, or you still gotta do things that's necessary. You still gotta even make the place feel like a home. And so it's things that's like that takes a lot of energy. And not to mention, you still gotta hit your studies. You still gotta get into the studies. You still gotta be able to work it in yourself. Where do you find the time to do that? That's why you gotta be able to respect your mate. If they good at something, let them be good at it. Don't be controlling. Be loving, appreciate, be honorable. It's important to live that way. Controlling, that overbearing. Let's move on. All right. Ancient Egyptian literature. That book is fire, by the way. There's so much in this book. Volume 3, Merriam-Lyncham, page 165, chapter 6, line 20. Do not hate a man to his face when you know nothing of him. The instructions of ANKHSHESHONQ. That almost speaks for itself, right? Because we witnessed that even with what Saba go through. Let's examine. ISFET is often found on social media platforms where people are quick to express hatred and judgment towards others without truly knowing them. Participating in or being influenced by this type of behavior only creates ISFET. True hatred towards someone usually stems from a personal experience, right? Or witnessing harm done to the innocent. Hatred usually requires a deeper understanding of the person and their actions. Stay away from those who have this type of hatred. Examine for yourself what is ma'at and what is isfet in a person. Let's look at hate. Regard with extreme ill will. Have a passionate aversion to treat as an enemy. So just think about this. Think about all the people who, when I watch how many people dislike Saba, Tehuti, Amun, Hotep, Ra, or Grace Saba, and to you, Grace Saba, and all that you do for us, the House of Aten. May you live forevermore. If you think about all the people who really dislike him, I mean, really dislike him, and they don't even know him. Like, they don't sit down and have dinner with this man. They ain't kick it with him. They ain't did. Most of them ain't never did that. And my thing is that they have this this passion, this fire that burns inside them to do whatever it takes to tear down. And I'm like, man, like, can whatever wisdom that you possess, can you be able to control yourself and just sit down in front of your computer on your time? You don't even have to watch it live. Just pay attention to what he's saying. Really, like, just really sit there and watch, like, what's being said, what's being presented. Why do I have such hatred for this man? Why have I been like this? And if you're truly seeking truth, you'll be able to observe that. That is true, Ma'at. You can't talk about how you're for Ma'at and you in the conscious community, but there's nothing that's being applied or showing forth that. It don't even matter if Saba believes that the Nitiru exists and they are real. That shouldn't even matter to you. You should just understand that very moment, at least, who is this man? What is he bringing to the table? Let me ask him a question. Let me see what I would get from that result. Let me at least start from there. I'll get to the Nitiru thing later, but let me at least start here and just hear him out. Because you can hear everything else when you're watching TV. You can hear all the chaos they talking to and point out all the crazy things that, you know, the oppressors doing and all, but you still spend time watching. So my thing is, at least come and see and check it out. Just send your question anonymously and just see what you get back from it. You don't like it? All right, roll. But don't be so opinionated. This hatred towards another man who people laugh, he get bit by his snake. Like, man, like True Ma'at, you'll say, man, you know what? Regardless of our differences, man, hey, peace and love to you and your healing and your journey. I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're still protected. Yeah, we have our differences, but hey, man, I don't want to see you go. Speaks for itself. All right, Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 3, Merriam-Webster, page 165, Chapter 6, line 21 through 24. Instructions of ANKHSHESHONQ, one of my favorite ones. Do not fret so long as you own something. Do not worry so long as you own something. Do not fret at all. Do not fret about your occupation. I know that last part. We've all been there. Let's go. All right, fret. Let's look what that means. Let's look at fret. All right, to feed upon, to consume, to eat up, to eat. Let me see. To rub, to worry. Here we go. To worry, to consume, to vex. Be worried. Vex oneself. What is vex? To harass, to shake, to jolt, to toss violently, to attack, to go, to move, to transport in a vehicle, to move. But to attack, to harass, vexation, abuse, harassment, insults. That's the part we're looking at, Don't vex, don't fret, don't worry. If you own something, don't worry. If it sustains you, don't worry. Don't vex about your job. Don't complain if it sustains you. You there on your own free will. Always remember that. Regardless of the matter, there's somebody that don't have one. Just do what sustains you right now. Let's examine. Gratitude and contentment with what sustains you, whether it's possessions, occupation, or support systems. Observe the importance of what you have, even if it may not seem ideal compared to others. Instead of complaining, focus on the benefits and being patient until better opportunity arises. Complaining is counterproductive, and it only invites ISFET into your life. Focus on speaking about and appreciating what adds value to your life. So when you look at sustain, it means to provide the necessities of your life too. To give support, it sustains you, like the great net. Keep you from falling or sinking, like that boat, right? Hold up or upright. Give assistance to keep, to hold, to stretch, to be able to hold, right? So look, regardless of your situation, and I know that there's some people out there who are going through real tough times. Don't own a home, own a vehicle, sleep in the vehicle. That's a NEP, that sustains, that's you. Yeah, bad. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't, you won't out of it. Stick in my eye. I guarantee you get out, but don't complain. Don't complain about the vehicle. It is holding you. It's better in there than it is on the street, on the floor, sleeping over some overpass. You don't like your job? It's all right. Let's focus on doing things that'll take you to that next level. That should be enough motivation for you to practice on your gift, to be freed from even just needing to have a matrix job. Focus on that gift. Let it work in you. Let exercise that. Try to always make time for that. If you want a different job, okay, cool. That's your thing. Let's put ourselves in positions to be able to seek that another opportunity that's going to create more income that comes towards you. But complaining is counterproductive. It speaks against you. Remember your words. That word that you utter, that hekau, them words that you utter, understand that. What makes you different complaining than the next man complaining? I've heard fantastic arguments, and I've heard bad arguments, but once again, I've never seen them take them anywhere. It's walking complaining and still show up to do the exact same thing every single day, still complaining and showing up to do the exact same thing every day. Hey, have you seek for something else? No. I don't have time, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing. Hey, be quiet then. Don't say nothing. Because you showing up here every day. You have a choice to not show up here anymore and start over. If you're really passionate about that, do that. Until then, just hush and put yourself in line in a position to be able to advance to something better. Because complaining gets you nowhere. Especially if you complaining with a loved one that's beside you and y'all struggling, going through some hard times. That complaining only causes, that paradigm shift, that ripple effect unto them. You only make it worse. Y'all trying to make it together. Try to remember Ma'at. You here to practice Ma'at. You here to imbue yourself with Ma'at. May it help you, guide you. May it direct you and push you forward. May you purr through those hard times. Not saying, this is not to say that those times aren't hard, or wherever that you win isn't hard. I bet they are. But just trust in Ma'at, and I guarantee you will come through. Remember when Saba said he was searching through his couch for quarters just to, feed his child. Let's remember somebody going through worse. And if you got the support, you got the love, and things just ain't where you want it to be, try to change that ISFET talk into Ma'at. And little by little, I guarantee you'll start to see that things start to gradually shift in your life. All right. Still in Ancient Egypt Literature, Volume 3 by Miriam Litcham, page 166, Chapter 9, Line 9. Oh, 999. Okay, Chapter 9, Line 9. Okay, I like the nines. Okay. He who scorns matters too often will die of it. Instructions of ANKHSHESHONQ. Once again, he who scorns matters too often will die of it. Let's see what matter means. Scorn, at that. Scorn, feeling or attitude of contempt, contemptuous treatment, mocking, abuse, mockery, derision, contempt, to scorn. Let's look at matter. Matter is to be of importance or consequences, meaning to handle something that's important, to be able to, you don't want to be lawless, right? Those who just want to roam and do whatever it is that they want to do. Let's examine it. Steer clear of individuals who demonstrate complete lawlessness, as they tend to create rules that serve their own interest. These type of people disregard the well-being and concerns of those around them, leaving a trail of chaos and disruption, disorder, and injustice. That is fact. Interacting with these type of people often leads to destructive outcomes, as their actions prioritize ISFET over Ma'at and the welfare of others, avoid being caught in the wake of their destructive behavior. So if you are around, especially going through hard times, and you find yourself around people who are, or you just got a friend who's just a guy, or whoever, who's just completely lawless, only what benefits them. They react to things. Whatever interaction they have with whoever they come across, the rules change every time, as long as it benefits them. They care not about the well-being of others or the concerns of the innocent or people who's around them. They care not about those things. Those are the people who live lawless with no structure, no order within them. You have to stay far away from them, because guaranteed, the people that they cross as they're going out through their lives, making their decisions and what they're doing, if you're surrounded by that person, you'll get caught up in that destruction. And you can be coming here to the podcast all the time. You could be showing up here doing your things, but you know what, man? Like, man, yeah, that's my homie right there. That's my boy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to keep him. I'm trying to keep him. Trying to teach my eye to him. I'm trying to, stay in his ear. While you doing that, you have no idea. You could be out with this person, just chopping it up, talking, and get caught up in the ISFET with him, because you can get destroyed by association. And that's one thing you never want to do. Stay clear from those who have no law within them. That ma'at. If they ain't living according to you, separate them. This is why I named this decisions, because you have a choice to make on who you want to rock with and who you don't want to rock with. It's all about choosing your team very wisely. Ordering things in your life. Who can you surround yourself that's going to, once again, better yourself? Shoot, even better the family. Always remember, if you see the ISFET and you see that they're devoted to ISFET, like you're devoted to Ma'at, stay far away, because those two things will never be able to coexist together. Okay. This ties into it. All right. So let's go in. Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 3 by Marian Litcham, page 165, Chapter 7, line 4 through 6, and page 167, Chapter 10, line 6 by ANKHSHESHONQ. It says, "Do not instruct a fool, lest he hate you. Do not instruct him who will not listen to you. Do not rely on a fool. What they do insults me, says the fool when one instructs him." You can't save everybody, right? All right. So what's a fool? Silly, stupid, ignorant person, right? To blow, to swell, you know, they puff themselves up like, you know. Let me be cool. All right, so an insane person, you know, a person that does the same thing and expects a different outcome, you know, they call that insanity, right? Even though Saba broke down insane, but you know that ISFET though, right? A person who's a madman, who does things that that is foolish. Let's go. It's that fire beam, okay? Here we go. Let's examine. Investing trust and effort into individuals who consistently refuses to listen to advice or accept assistance. Despite sincere attempts to share wisdom and support, some people remain the same and may even cause frustration with their actions. Confronting them about their wrongdoing can lead to them feeling insulted rather than recognizing their faults. Never rely on individuals like this. They are unlikely to change their ways or appreciate genuine efforts to help them. I kind of want to read that one more time. Investing trust and effort into individuals who consistently refuses to listen to advice or accept assistance, despite sincere attempts, meaning that, you know, you genuinely trying to help them. Like, you're trying to approach them correctly. You're trying to be able to, you know, pull them out of ISFET because you honestly really care about this person. Despite sincere attempts to share wisdom and support, some people remain the same and may even cause frustration with their actions. Confronting them about their wrongdoing can lead to them feeling insulted rather than recognizing their faults. That's the part that I missed. Confronting them about their wrongdoing can lead to them feeling insulted rather than recognizing their faults. Never rely on individuals like this. They are unlikely to change their ways or appreciate genuine efforts to help them. So once again, I'm pretty sure we've all have individuals that we knew, friends, whatever you want to call them. You try to honestly help, and the crazy part about it is that they came to you for the help. And so you sit here and you can have however long of a conversation that is. I don't care if it's from 10 minutes to some people on the phone 3 hours trying to help them out and talk to them and try to break things down and try to do this. And they'll sit there and they'll tell you like, yeah, man, like, man, thank you for that. Like, thank you. Like, man, I appreciate you. Like, you know, like this was a good conversation, man. Like, you know, I appreciate you and I'm gonna do that. And then they go right back to the chaos. They going through the same thing, staying in the same situation, doing the same action. Continue, because at that moment of time, you have to realize that you were just an ear. You're telling them things that they know inside that they need to do, but they don't do. And they continue to do something. They continue to repeat it. They continue to stay within that reality of ISFET. They stay in that bubble. And then when they've had enough, or when they feel frustrated, you are their breath of fresh air. They come to you and they unload. And then when that's done, they go right back into it just to load it up again. You're a dumping site for them. Stay away from the fool, especially if they pull your energy and you get nothing energetic in return. Stay away from people like that. Those people that they suck the life out of you. You got more important things to go do. You got studies to go do. You got people who want to hear what you got to say and will value it. Don't waste your time on them. Like Saba say, he don't baby individuals. Hey, I don't have time to be your father. Just, hey, go do it. You heard what I said. You know, we broke this down, built this up. Hey, go do it. And if they don't and come around with even more problems, then once again, you wasn't born here for yourself and them. They can't live, you can't live vicariously through them. It just don't work. You could not make a decision for individuals. It don't work. It takes away the very essence, the power to decide, to choose from a person. Never think for another person. It's too chaotic. Okay. Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 3, by Miriam Litcham, page 168, chapter 11, line 11 through 14, by the great ANKHSHESHONQ. A man's character is his family. A man's character is his destiny. A man's character is on his face. A man's character is one of his limbs. See what character means. Okay. So let's go. Symbol marked or brand on the body. A symbol, drawing used to sorcery. Alphabetic letter. Okay. Let's keep going. What I'm looking for. Where's it at? Engraved mark. Also symbol, an imprint. An imprint on the soul. Properly, instrument for making. Okay. A defining quality. Individual feature. Okay. Some of qualities that define a person or thing and distinguish it from another. Okay. Qualities assigned to a person by repute. All right. To give birth, to beget. It's the root word from in character. To give birth, to beget. And then, of course, we knew what destiny is from the last one, right? And irresistible tendency. So when you look at it in a character, when you look at your family, you know, it is you. Let's take a look. Let's examine a little more. I want to get ahead of myself. Okay. Take a moment to deeply observe your family, noticing every trait they possess and how they express their emotions. This close examination, you know, your ma'ah, to examine, reveals your own creation. It reveals your own creation, your unique imprint on the world. This close examination reveals your own creation, your unique imprint on the world. That is your family. What you see, this is what you built. This is who you are. You are the neb of your house. You are the Lord of your house. You are who is in the household. This is your influence with you and your mate. You are the influence of what you see in your house. And what you see is a representation of yourself. If you don't like what you see, you must be the neb. You must be the supporter. You must be the Lord to be able to, govern your household. Try to guide them in ma'at. That takes patience. It's not an easy thing to do. But if you don't like what you see in your house, then you have to be the one that corrects it. So your household is your character. It is your imprint. Let's go. Okay, your character. We right here. Your character. When you look in the mirror, you see the reflection that others see of you. Whether you admire or dislike certain aspects of yourself, it all contributes to your character. Your character is shaped by what you devote yourself to, eventually influencing your destiny. Whatever path you choose, the outcome reflects your character. So it's essential to be mindful of how you shape your character, as it determines the course of your life. I kind of want to read that again. All right, let's go. This close examination of my eye reveals your own creation, your unique imprint on the world, which is your character. That is your imprint. When you look in the mirror to see the reflection that others see in you, whether you admire it, whatever you admire, or dislike certain aspects of yourself, it all contributes to your character. What you see is your doing. If you don't like what you see, you got to be able to change it. It is your character. Your character shows. If you, it's like when Saba speaks to me, like yo, and he makes comments like, "You must maintain a handsome body." Okay, cool. If I lack in that, then obviously, right as of right now, that's part of my character. I'm not doing something to be able to change the outcome of what I want to see. And so I have to be able to examine and search myself thoroughly, right, for every flaw, that it may be removed from my compartments. Ptah. So we have to understand that your character is imprinted on all that's what's around you. Remember, it is you. It is your creation around you, your household, where you look in the mirror, whatever you're destined to do. It is your character. Your character will reflect what people see. It will reflect even what the Natiru see by how you live your life. So always remember that. Your character is shaped by what you devote yourself to. What influences you, right? Whatever you devote yourself to, that's going to be your character. If you're embedded in all about the Natiru, then perfect. That's good. May that be your character. May you be a walking representation of that. May people be able to see the imbuement of the Natiru within you. That is important. And if it is not seen, if you don't have, you know what I mean, if there's no changing of lives and you're not helping changing lives, kind of, you know what Saba is really doing. You have to remember that people will always show you whether you're on the right path or not. We're not talking about majority, right? There's always going to be ISFETians out there who's just hating, who's just trying to knock you down just because they don't like what they're doing. But you have to remember, it's dual, right? So there will always be somebody like, hey, you know what, man? Whatever it is that you're doing, hey, keep doing it. And they'll remind you that you're on the right path. So whatever you devote yourself to, eventually it'll influence your destiny. So whatever path you choose, the outcome reflects your character. So it's essential to be mindful of how you shape your character, as it determines the course of your life. Let's move forward. All right. Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 3, Merriam-Webster, page 168, chapter 12, line 6, and page 171, chapter 15, line 23. By ANKHSHESHONQ. Do not do evil to a man and so cause another to do it to you. Do not do to a man what you dislike so as to cause another to do it to you. We kind of understand this golden rule, right? Let's examine. A lot of people may say that, that's common sense, but it's not common to everybody, right? So let's look at this. Treating others poorly in a way you wouldn't want to be treated is one of the biggest contradictions. It leads to confusion and lots of arguments in which some even tries to justify their actions. This kind of behavior, which goes against fairness and justice, can ruin relationships, can ruin businesses, and even lead to abuse of power. You know, like people who have authority. When you don't act according to ma'at, it creates distrust, damages relationships, and makes it more challenging to unite. And we know how hard it is already just to unite within just people who just look like you. Let's just put it that way. Trying to justify or explain these contradictory actions only makes things worse, prolonging arguments and making discord worse. May ma'at be your core values. So what I'm saying here is the fact that you have to remember that it's very frustrating when you do something that you know you wouldn't want someone to do to you. It causes the worst. It sends out the worst energy to those. Like it distorts the people you doing it to. It gives the next person no hope because you're doing that. Because you're saying like, oh, I'm gonna do this, but I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. Then why even conduct yourself in that manner? Why even make a decision like that? I don't care if it's even the smallest thing. If you wrong about something, you wrong about something. Don't contradict it. If you have a rule that you establish in your household, let's use the household for example. If you have a rule that you've established in your household, you better be the one that never breaks it, because you've established it, you've made it firm, you've brought it to the table. So it's very important to live by how you want to be treated. It's imperative to be that way. Even in business, don't try to lowball or scam the person you try to do business with to come up when you wouldn't even want to be treated that way either. Do honest business. What's the whole point of LLCs and S corps and C corps and all that? That stuff only exists because people are honestly living in ISFET, not in ma'at, not honorable. What happened when someone just gives you that word and say, hey, this is how we're going to be, and we're going to do things honestly, and we're going to split this thing 50-50. Every man gets his just weight. That's long gone now. Why? Because ISFET has stepped in. Under table doing things, trying to hustle, trying to come up where one side loses and one side wins. If you need the assistance of help of somebody, treat them honorably, because what if that was you on the opposite end? The person who gamed you. And I'm pretty sure almost everybody's been duped at least one time in their life. How'd that feel for you? So let's not conduct ourselves in that manner to where we do bad business. If you want to partner up with somebody, be honorable, be in ma'at. If you hear it, then you definitely know that you have to operate in ma'at always, because the Natiru is watching. You being recorded, it's on your E. You can't hide it. It's making your boat heavy. You got heavy cargo because you're doing bad deeds. You're doing ISFET things. May ma'at be your core values. May everything you do operate in ma'at. May everyone who you do business with be in ma'at. May you and your family be in ma'at. May you all agree upon the rules of what is being established, and may everyone live according to it. And may everyone treat the rule that they brought into with the same passion of everyone else's. May it always be in ma'at. Let's go. Let the beat drop. All right. Ancient Egypt Literature, Volume 3 by Miriam Litcham, page 168, chapter 12, line 7. through 10 by ANKHSHESHONQ. Here we go. Do not be discouraged in a matter in which you can ask advice. Let me read that again. Do not be discouraged in a matter, something that is of importance, in which you can ask advice. Happy is the heart of him who has made a judgment before a wise man. Happy is the heart of him who has made a judgment before a wise man. A wise master who asks advice, his house stands forever. Disdain ruins a great man. So not be discouraged, deprived of, or caused to lose courage. Don't lose courage when you know you got help. Don't be afraid to ask for that help, right? Don't be discouraged. Disdain, think unworthy or worthless. A person who feels like they lost all hope and they feel worthless, those have destroyed great people who's lost hope because they refuse to ask for help, right? Got too great, got too prideful, I don't need no help. I don't need that. And then bam, destruction happened. And then at that time, they feel worthless. They feel like they left everybody down or they let themselves down. Let's examine this. Okay. Navigating the boat of Ra, right? Riding in that boat. Shout out to Salah. Great breakdown. All right. Navigating life's journey can often feel lonely, leading you to struggle with seeking help or advice. Let me read that again. Navigating life's journey can often feel lonely, leading you to struggle with seeking help or advice because you're used to being alone, right? This hesitation can stem from a desire to keep personal matters private. Even when you're willing to share those personal matters, finding someone wise enough to offer meaningful assistance can be challenging. So some people don't ask for help very much because they don't want nobody to know their business. So with that being said, they try to, I guess, do it the hard way, I guess, right? I'm gonna go figure it out myself. Forget it, trial and error. I just want nobody with my business. I'm gonna go learn. Okay, cool. If you make that decision, understand that you can't complain over the bumps and bruises you get from it. Even if you fail, don't turn around and be like, man, nobody helped me, man. Nobody did. If you actually have people that can be able to help you, do it. Even if it shows a little bit of your personal life. If whatever you're trying to achieve is worth it, may you find a wise mentor who is able to help you in that. But as you see where it says, even if you are willing to share, finding someone wise enough to offer meaningful assistance can be challenging. So once again, it could be hard even when you don't mind it and you're looking for somebody. Hey, it's hard to even just find people who is wise enough to even share that with, to even ask for advice. Okay. But what happens when you do encounter someone capable of helping you? Are you open to receiving their guidance? Even if it's not what you hoped for, even if it's not what you hope to hear, it's important to recognize that wisdom isn't gained in exile. Wise individuals often acquire their knowledge through their own experiences and learning from others. When you encounter someone who possesses wisdom, it's wise to heed their advice and guidance, even if their words aren't what you expected or wanted to hear. Their insight can lead us towards better outcomes. By listening to the wisdom of others and putting it into practice, you not only benefit yourself, but you also honor those who have shared their knowledge with you. Finding joy in the outcome of your decisions, meaning practicing, using it, doing something wise. Doing something great or wise in front of a wise person. That's fantastic. It brings joy. It brings. How do you think? I just, hopefully I'm not speaking out of order, but how you think Ani feel, doing the website? And bam, and like Saba's like, yo, this is fire. This is good. This is what the House of Aten should be. This is all his work in the making. How you think that feel? I don't know. Ask Ani. How you think it feel when Menku or Ra, Mary Ma'at, talk to Saba about business talk and quadruple his income? How you think Menku felt when he ran back and told Saba, and Saba like, hey, and Menku give his proper adorations and whatever that was of an exchange? I'm pretty sure Menku felt amazing. But ask Menku. Let's continue. Where am I? Okay. Finding joy in the outcome of your decisions and showing gratitude to your mentors, like Saba, improves your life. On the opposite of this, refusing wisdom can lead to destructive consequences, which is why it's important to use your ma'at, be able to examine and be open to learning from others. So I'll say this, I putting this presentation together, right? I'm like, man, like I'm looking at my brothers, they doing their thing, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I gotta be able to, go into my creative mode as well. But there's just certain things that I realized that, I just needed help with. And certain things, so I hit up Ani and we're talking and we building, and you know what I mean? He helped me with a lot of things that is going to benefit me in the future and in my future presentations. So, when you have that, when you remove that pride or that hesitation to be able to ask, I got brothers that's like, man, just, hey, all of them on here, Menku, Atef, Ani, even Saba, he's always saying, hey, if you got something, hey, just call me, or just text me, hit me up, and I'll see what I can do. I literally have brothers who are willing to help me because that's the love. That is my aunt. And so that's why I say, like, here at the House of Aten, you found it. If you looking for people, brothers and sisters, hey, you found it. You at the right place. These are the people that you can continue to grow with and continue to just build with, continue to have conversations with, to get that wisdom. Because I guarantee you, the way you're interacting with each other and that energy that you sharing, that networking, right? That all that love and that building, it's only gonna make you better. You surrounded by people who abolishes ISFET. Welcome to the House of Aten. All right, here we go. Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 3 by Marian Literature, page 169, chapter 13, line 6 and 7. The instructions of ANKHSHESHONQ. The friend of a fool is a fool. The friend of a wise man is a wise man. The friend of an idiot is an idiot. Let's examine. The subtle influence of the people we surround ourselves with. The people you surround yourself with, it's hard to detect sometimes, because if you spend enough time with them, you tend to become them. Like your parents used to tell you, like, hey, you are the company you keep. You know what I mean? You are the friends you hanging around with. Them friends you hanging around with, I can see that you trying to bring that all up in here. And no, I'm not. And you just acting all in this set, but you don't even realize that you downloaded subconsciously all the behaviors of those you surrounding yourself with. It can be a mixture of different personalities. You still take that in, no matter who you're surrounded by. You're still taking that in. All the influences around you, that plays a part. That's why it's very important who you surround yourself with. This is, once again, decisions. Who you going to keep with you? Who you going to separate yourself with? because those you keep with you are those you surround yourself with. Those you surround yourself with are the influences on you. So when I'm amongst my brothers, all they do is make me feel like, man, I gotta keep going. Oh no, I can't slack on the presentation. I gotta make sure I spend some time in it because, you know what I mean? They ain't showing up slacking. They showing they love. They bringing their hard time and showing and bringing it forth. They spending their time and say, here, I love you. What am I supposed to say to that? Oh, sorry, brother, I ain't got it today. But he ain't do that to me. But I don't want to be the person that spends all my time and come and do this and it's not appreciated. Treat others the way you want to be treated, right? So if I see my brothers doing their thing and being consistent, regardless how challenging it is, I must do the same thing. That's what I tell myself. Regardless of the positive qualities you may observe in someone, if they demonstrate foolishness, spending time with them can lead to unpleasant outcomes. Just as being in the company of a fool can cause you to participate in foolish behavior, surrounding yourself with wise individuals tend to inspire one to follow and make wise decisions. The company you keep shapes your behaviors and decisions. It is imperative that you surround yourself with people who uplift and inspires you to become the best version of yourself. That's why there needs to be an imbuement with the material, right? Stay in those teachings, right? Surround yourself with them, right? And then, surround yourself with like-minded individuals who you can build with and talk about the Sabaid with each other, to be able to talk and build and you might learn something. Building with each other, it's important. I always some people that I talk to, I have long conversations with them, right? Some of my fellas I hang out with, right? So and we'll be talking for a long time, and then they lady will hit them up and be like, man, what are y'all doing? Like, what are you doing in ABC and yada yada yada, right? And then when they finally meet me and we're all sitting down and we're talking, and they see the conversations that I only want to talk about and uphold, right? I said, oh, do you think that me and such is talking about females and sports and and all this other things that are meaningless? Nah, we'll be talking about building. We'll be talking about, all right, who are you in your house? Okay, who are you? You know what I mean? How you conducting yourself? Oh, what problem is that? Oh, okay, all right. Or okay, what advice you got on this? Or here, look, here's my perspective on this. Or here, do you know about the instructions of ANKHSHESHONQ? Oh, here, come here. Let's look at this. These are the things. These are the things that I only hold conversations with people about. I only want to talk about growth. I find myself, I used to talk about sports a lot. We talking about music a lot, all that stuff. But I find myself just I don't have time for that no more. That's old now. That brings that doesn't do anything for my biological imperative and my immortality. That doesn't benefit me to at least be that paradigm shift into individuals who I consider as friends or people who want to be around me. All right, if you're gonna be around me, these are things we're gonna talk about, and I don't want to talk about nothing else. Let's just talk about growth. So watch the company you keep. You hanging around with a fool, you eventually become the fool. You hang around with an idiot, you become an idiot. Because they only want to do idiotic things. They only want to do foolish things. But if you hang yourself around a wise person, around those who are of my eye, it can only make you better. It makes you think differently. Ptah. Okay. Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 3, Merriam-Webster, page 170, chapter 14, line 6, page 172, chapter 16, line 18. My ANKHSHESHONQ. He who is patient in a bad situation will not be harmed by it. Do not be faint-hearted in a bad situation. Once again, he who is patient in a bad situation will not be harmed by it. And of course, the way you won't be harmed, that patience comes from Allah. Do not be faint-hearted. Don't give up in a bad situation. Let's continue. Faint, worried, exhausted, deceitful, shame, artificial, weak, faint, lazy, cowardly, hesitate. Weakness, avoid one's duties by pretending. Avoid one's duty by pretending. Man, okay. Unreliable, false. Weak speaks for itself, right? All right, let's go. Let's examine. When you encounter a challenging situation, your first response is often fear or panic, right? Once something goes bad for some people, they go into pure panic mode. This fear can lead to desperation, causing you to react impulsively rather than taking the time to think through your actions. In this state of unbalance, you stray from the principles of Ma'ad, losing our senses of observation. You become tunnel vision in a way. You can't see. Like you're only reacting to things. You're moving. You're desperate. A quick fix, right? Just whatever I can do to just solve the problem really quick, and you're not really even thinking it through on whatever decision that is that you're about to do. You're not thinking the back end of it, of what else chaos it can cause for you, because you're just trying to quickly fix it. You're panicking. You're getting into arguments with those around you who wants to help, or you can't think. You're all over the place, right? Reacting out of panic can usually add fuel to the situation, making it worse than it originally was. It is imperative to remember the importance of Ma'ad in times of trouble. By holding on to the values of Ma'ad, you can stay grounded and make more reasonable decisions. Even when faced with adversity, it's necessary to remain firm in your commitment to Ma'ad, refusing to be swayed by the fear or unhappiness. Instead of giving in to the hopelessness, you should keep moving. Shout out to my great brother, Ptah, Aten, Tehuti. You'd be surprised how that song really helps me. You should keep on moving with courage and resilience, trusting that Ma'at will guide you through even the toughest of times. May your dedication to Ma'at establish your long-lasting, that nefer, that long-lasting stability and righteousness. So regardless of what you're going through, stay in Ma'at. Just trust in it. See if it really works. Really see if Ma'at really works. Because I'm telling you, it's better than making that decision with ISFET. It's better than being devoted to a PEP. Just trust in Ma'at. I guarantee you, those who watching you, they're that your child, oh yeah, they watching you in hard times. When people grow up and say, man, I remember my parents, man, they used to, man, we struggled. But you know what? Like, man, hey, they never gave up on Ma'at. Who's Ma'at? Oh, A, B, and C. You get me? They never gave on my eye, and they stuck in my eye, and I saw what my eye did for them. I saw how my eye changed our lives. It doesn't have to be them other narratives that we used to hearing, right? Those other teachings. It can be, oh, my eye did this for me. Then the Tiru, they helped me. I saw what they did to my parents, and it just shaped our lives, and look how we are today. Stay dedicated to my eye, regardless of your situation. Just remember that. If you don't hear nothing else, remember that. Whoever watching, whoever listening right now, or even in the future, hey, stay in my eye. And if you don't know who my eye is, come over here to the house of Aten. You'll see it right in front of you. Live. You'll see it on the playback. You'll see it everywhere. It exists all throughout the house of Aten. Tough. All right, here we go. Ancient Egyptian Literature, Volume 3 by Marian Litcham, page 171, chapter 15, line 13 and 19. Well, this was just 13. Sorry for the typo. It's by ANKHSHESHONQ. Do not be afraid to do that in which you are right. Do not be afraid to do that in which you are right. Let's examine. All right. As I conclude this presentation, continuously uphold the principles of my eye, making sure that your actions align with righteousness, which is my eye. By standing firm on my eye, you are fulfilling what is biologically imperative for your immortality, maintaining balance and order in your life. Whether you are interacting with a cherished loved one or a stranger on the street, remain steadfast in your commitment to Ma'at, regardless of who you're dealing with, right? Whether it's a cherished loved one or just a stranger, stay in Ma'at. At the House of Aten, we embody and uphold the values of Ma'at with unwavering dedication. It's our mission to stand firm on these principles, guiding our decisions and interactions with others. May you also surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share our commitment to Ma'at, finding support and love within our community. As you navigate the boat of Ra, life's journey, may the House of Aten serve as a source of assistance and unity, empowering you to stay true to Ma'at and live an unwavering and righteous existence. May Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you rise and shine and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra who rise and shine forevermore in Ma'at. Hotep.
Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep. I had to relearn what a brother is. I had to relearn what a sister is. I had to relearn what a mother is. There is no other him. Watch your mouth, fix your lips. I am learning to compartmentalize what I find with my mentals. I could have been labeled mental voices in my head. If I speak to the wrong one, I'll be diagnosed schizophrenic. Creating pollution you can't escape from with Captain Planet. Where's Captain Planet? And it's exactly how they planned it. It's insanity, state in a state of sanity. But I'm the scribe, keep a record on the record. I break records. This, that, medu, nature, echo, living, lively, times 3, Trinity. We are not the same, not even similar. Plant the seed, a man receive excellence, adoration, testaments, evaluation, literally. The love is real, yet they be hating. Salutations, I wait to master patience. Acting lackadaisy on your facts, I'm back by conscious beings. I am freaking lock the wings in. The diction is firm, call me men. A man 3 in 1, erection, protection. firm. Spitting life into who I speak to like sperm. Creation is a womb I earned. The right to fully see it through. The heart as I rise through. Manu, Akut. Lost it when I had to find you. I'm through. Times two. Dualism. We will align soon. As I meditate in my room, it becomes a space of pure truth aligned with my art. Verbiage is time for more than the two eyes. I can see the veil underneath that other veil. Focus when I am locked in. I don't need a cell. Tell me you don't see the tracks. Tower power over enemies. Frozen over hell. Reversing spells. Fell from the skies. The body is disguised. If you needed a sign, well this is it. I hope you read between the lines. Left, right. After the first step, I write what's left in me. This is destiny, keep on moving, especially if you find blockage. No amount of pushback will stop this. This will get capped in stone, they cannot top this. Pyro, fire, bar is my attire. Inspire the ones chosen, the ones open, the ones spoken. From times when life was once spoken. Enchantments, Nesu, double tongue emotion. Give, receive. Keep moving and move for keeps. Keep it real, keep the master key. I had to master me. Mirror glass shattered in my dreams. I didn't like the image till I realized I am the image of the image. I'm here for keeps. Keep your distance. Social gimmicks. Our stories told within the hieroglyphics. Mystics, just keep on living. We're gifted. Our stories told within the hieroglyphics. A language living. Just keep on living.
Hold top. Peace.
Peace and love, great brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Peace.
That was an excellent job, good brother. That was, oh man, brother. Wow, brother. I feel like thank you. I feel like you were speaking to a younger version of myself at times. Those were the things that I needed to hear once upon a time, where I was, and I want to thank you for that, because there's a lot of people that are in a place where that was absolutely what they needed to hear, because it's absolutely what I needed to hear. And I just want to thank you for that, because having children and having a family, and so I don't know if you was teaching, but I fell off the screen a couple times because I was in the background, and I kept going to get my daughter to bring her to show her what you was posting on the screen, because we was just talking about that. So I just want to point out the synchronicity of being in my for me in particular and my family. I was showing my daughter because she had an incident today, and I was telling her that exact same thing about choosing her friends and, choosing her friends wisely. And that was exactly what your teaching was about being a reflection of what we want to see, be the change we want to see in the world, and also taking wisdom, being able to examine ourselves and take the necessary steps toward bettering ourselves, toward being the best version that we can be. And for me and for us, we know that path is Ma'at for sure. But you have to be in the right frequency to even get to that point, because it's so long for years, brother. Like I say, I'm not ashamed to say it. I put the boat in the water where I'm at, and Ma'at is very new for me. Like I just heard it like a few years ago, and I think that's something that people need to hear, because I'm here on this panel because of Ma'at. I'm here with you brothers because of Ma'at, because I made some decisions within my Eve, not even knowing what Ma'at was at the time. My Ka did, I didn't. Consciously, subconsciously, I knew what it was. Just being right and true. And making the right decisions and choosing my friends. You know, I had to look around at the people I was surrounding myself with. And I say this too, and brother, thank you. It's so, I'm laughing because of the it's beautiful, bro. It's never. I'm laughing because I have these internal conversations with myself where I don't challenge the Natiru because I know that we are real. I know that the Natiru are real. I know that we are real. But I have these conversations with myself, and it's like a test. Like, you know, show me, you know, where. But it's not a challenge. It's not an arrogant challenge when I'm saying these things. But I'll say these things, or I'll say something like, give me something, or show me something, or let me know. You know, I'll ask a question, and I'll ask it with a sincerity of heart, and the answer comes right to me. So this whole class today that you gave, it spoke to me once upon a time. It also spoke to me today, because once upon a time, I was a crash dummy. You know what I mean? When I say that, I'm saying that in all sincerity because of the friends and the people that I surrounded myself with. They was on a crash out mission, and I was too, and we just didn't realize it. So it's very important to pick, you know, to pick our friends wisely and the people that we hang out with, and just the environments in general. You know, I say that I say if you're the smartest person you hang out with, you need new friends. And I had came to that conclusion some time ago, where I was looking around and I was like, man, you know, there was nothing else I could learn from the people that I was surrounding myself with, from the people that I called my friends, and even family. You know, and even now where I'm at right now, where I limit my time, I'm very conscious of even the people that I'm find myself in the company of, including family, close family, brothers, sisters. Like, you know, I'm very conscious of that now because it's very important. It's important now, and we don't really, you know, we take that for granted. Oh, that's my mother, that's my brother, that's my, you know, my cousin, or that's my day one, or that's my, you know, whatever it is that we call it, you know. And man, this class was, brother, this was phenomenal, brother. I love it. I love you. Tua for coming up here. Seems like I'm talking in circles. But it's so important, man, like that we choose our friends wisely, that we are conscious of the environments that we are in. It's very, very, very important that another thing you touched on, that it was like you were speaking to me, but at the same time, it's the same thing that I say, because I had to get to that point, and I did it on my own. But I say I thank you, brother, because I wish that I would have had someone to tell me that. I wish you was here, you know, some years ago. But just about complaining, I'm like, man, like all y'all do is complain. Y'all got to get rewards points or some type of benefits, or, you know, you got to get some type, like you're like y'all got to be getting paid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people, that's all y'all do is complain. I'm like, and it's family, it's friends. I'm like, man, you complaining about the job and you not doing nothing about it. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. So everything, bro, your presentation was absolutely phenomenal. And I just want to, you know, point out to just to the people in the chat, man, that Ma'at is real, and we are definitely on the same frequency, because again, like I said, as you were teaching, I missed some of it because I kept running upstairs to go get my daughter to come back and show her. This is my 8-year-old, you know, to come show her when you was putting those, when you was putting up those clips, man. And this is the same things that I was telling her today. And I'm laughing because the Natiru are real. We are real. And it's like, they're constantly showing us, they're constantly showing you, you know, it's very important that we understand that the fruit that we are eating today is from the seeds we planted yesterday. And it's also very important to know that the fruit that we're going to eat tomorrow is going to be from the seeds that we plant today. It's very important as for us, for me, right? For us, but for me, as a father, you know, Atef means father. It's very important for me to be in the right consciousness so that I can teach my children correctly. You know, not taking away anything from the guidance that I received that led me here, that led me to this point, right? Because I can't take that away. But it wasn't very much. It wasn't a lot of guidance. I wasn't guided on a lot of issues and a lot of things. I had to find out the hard way. You know, you know how they say, I came up on the rough side of the mountain, you know, but I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my journey, bro. It's a beautiful struggle. And I don't take it for granted. I don't take you for granted. And this is the reason why I'm here. This is the reason why I consistently show up. And this is the reason why I surround myself with this energy, with this frequency, because you are the brothers, and this is the energy. The Natiru are the ones that are guiding us and that are guiding me. This is where I take direction from. You know, we have to be careful of where we get direction from. You know, a fool hang with a fool. You know how that's beautiful, because I always say, I tell the people at my job, I'm like, yo, when you entertain the clowns, you become part of the circus. You know, and it's just a fact that it's just, man, oh man, that brother, Hindu to you, Primordial Thought 9, because the world needs you. The world needs to hear this. Man, shout out to your family. Shout out to your mate, brother, to your beautiful Nefa children. We saw them pop up in the background yesterday, and just having a great teacher, man. I'm just honored. I'm honored to be with you, brothers. I'm honored to stand next to you. I'm honored to learn from you, as well as to be able to teach, as well as to learn from our great Saba. There is no other, and I'm just grateful for that. And that was one of the things that I began to realize early on, was how important family is. You know, when just the things that Saba would say, and what he would bring forth. You know, I already knew how important family was and how important my family was to me, but just having that guidance from him put that stamp on it. You know, it put that extra, you know, on it. And then I was able to go and read the literature and see for myself, and then begin to understand it. And it's beautiful how you touched on, you know, how you pulled from so many different sources, Merriam Litcham, different volumes. It's just beautiful, brother. The different lessons, ANKHSHESHONQ, man. 2 out of you, great brother. Hindu, and Hindu to everyone on the panel. And like, subscribe, and comment. You have to support this. This is the type of, you know, I told Saba a long time ago. I said, Saba, you know, I said, we don't have us. When I say us, I'm speaking of a lot of melanated beings. There's not a lot of positive male role models in our everyday circumference. You know, our uncles and big brothers and cousins, they're just not shout out to them, but they just don't, they're not giving out good information, you know, for the most part. So I thank you for being another big homie. And oh man, to our brother, thank you, brother, for being a father, for being a big brother, for being a big homie, for being a teacher, for being a leader. Primordial Thought 9, great brother. Hindu to you, great brother. Peace and love. I'll just keep talking, man. I'll just keep talking, brother, and just keep giving you adoration, because, man, I think I got kicked off the screen like 2 or 3 times. And that's because I kept going to get my daughter to show her what you was putting on. And then I was explaining. They're like, well, what does that mean? And I'm explaining it to them. So, man, Hindu to you, I'm definitely looking forward to running this back. And Hindu to another one of our great young leaders, the great Ptah. I definitely see a lot of the influence and the adoration that we all get, you know, the inspiration, the motivation that we all get. So I definitely want to Hindu to the great brother Ptah Aten Tehuti, as well as Min Kuara Mary Ma'at, and most definitely to our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful teacher, Saba Tehuti Amahotep Ra. And I'm gonna stop with that, bro, because I just keep giving you adoration, brother. To our brother for your great teachings.
Peace, great brother. Appreciate you.
Peace, yes. Hinu to you for that powerful. I feel like it was very grounded, right? Grounded in truth. And your stability is very evident in your presentation and your teaching. You definitely shared your Eve. I feel like you're very transparent in what you shared. I like how you took your time, feeling more confident. I really like the image that you shared at the end as well. I don't know if Ani did that for you, but that was very dope. Yeah, I like that you took your time. I like that you shared your Eve. It was very grounded. Can feel the stability of your teaching. Is very sincere, very genuine. What you shared, I feel like you definitely have a standard, and the standard is Ma'at. I like that you just exposed us brothers and Saba Tehuti and who we are and what we believe and everything that you're learning. So Hinu to you, great brother, for your dedication and for putting your all to what you're teaching and what you're sharing with the world, and just showing everybody your development and how you're growing and what direction you're headed in. And so Saba was correct. Your wisdom is very deep, and I feel like the title could have been advice as well as decision, because one thing that I know a lot of young brothers don't have is someone that could give them very solid advice, and that's what we need. And I think that is just one of the reasons why we love Neteru and Ma'at and the teachings of Ma'at and our master teacher Saba Tehuti, because he has given us the advice that is changing who we are, our perception, how we see things, and the path that we are taking, right? So I'm sorry I keep doing this, but I keep remixing your titles. I love them because if you have sound advice, you can make rich decisions. And so Hinu, for you standing in that position of giving the advice from a Neteru. So keep up the good work, and continue to be a pillar and being stable in what you're standing on, and that is Ma'at. So Hinu to you, great brother.
Appreciate you, great brother. Appreciate those never words.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, we're here, and we're the best.
Hotep, Hinu.
You did what?
Come join us. House of Aten, Ancient Tehuti and Teachings of Neteru. Back to the source. We the original Axemen.
Hotep, Hinu, Ma'akaru, great brother, Primordial Thought 9. Tu'a for this wonderful class and guidance that you brought forth. Yeah, I'll go through some of my notes that I took. I love how you do your classes and showing the etymology.
You on mute, honey.
Oh, Tu'a. Yes, Hotep, Henu Ma'akaru, great brother, Primordial Thought 9. Yeah, Tu'a for this wonderful class here. There was a lot of information that you brought forth. And I love the structure of your classes and the setup that you do, and then the punchline, and then you have the wisdom from yourself to work alongside the ancient wisdom. And when you explain something and you bring something forward, you then show the etymology of that word. So it's like, hey, what is that? Well, then here, this is what this is. And that's a beautiful structure that you have in teaching. I love when you spoke about chasing, and you showed that and the etymology of that, which means to grasp, and teaching about chasing versus attraction. I love that teaching, which is very deep and goes into a lot of topics. So great job speaking on that, and showing the etymology of fate and how it goes back to ba, meaning to speak. And you spoke about that, and how, what you speak literally creates your fate. So that was fire, bringing that forward. And then some of the quotes from AMENEMOPE: do not rejoice in wealth from theft, nor complain of being poor. That's a very powerful line that sticks out to me, and just how this is something very important that in today's time needs to truly be understood. And Tehuti has spoken about this. I've spoken about times when I too was robbed, safe, emptied out from people that you call your brothers, and putting trust in certain people, and how just in the conscious mind sometimes people will get to a point to where they may feel they need to thieve from those who they do not need to, and any time that takes place, there is no benefit from you for doing that. And I wish more of our people understood that. There is no benefit from it. The matrix may create the illusion to make you think that you are, but so many teachings in the ancient literature speak about theft, and that which is stolen and placed in your storehouse, you won't have it in the morning. So I love that teaching from AMENEMOPE, and not complaining of being poor. And even in situations like that, there is no complaints. That's a very important teaching that relates to today, because so many times you can click on any platform and you'll hear complaining, and we teach against that. So because again, it's your words, and that creates your fate. So Tuah for bringing that forward. Do not let yourself be sent on a mission or on a mischievous errand. It is the moon who declares his crime. And that's something else too. They call them dummy missions. You send people out on dummy missions, and you see that a lot. And even from the elders will send the youngers, the youth, on dummy missions, on mischievous errands, instead of setting them up in the proper context. So again, this is another Seba'it that is completely in alignment with today, from AMENEMOPE. So Tuah for that, and 2 from the instructions of Ani. Befriend one who is straight and true, and whose actions you have seen. And you spoke about that. And Hinu, great brother, for all of the Tuah that you put into your presentations as well. It is truly received and appreciated at the highest levels, great brother. So Tuah for that, and just being a reflection of the great Seba'it that you're teaching about. That's the greatest. This is like your teachings are like a triple metaphor, because you're speaking about it, and then you're putting in teachings from your own experience, from your ka, while actually giving adoration for doing the thing that you're actually doing in your real life. So it's a triple teaching that you have going on here, and it's very beautiful. So 2 out for that. And another instruction that I love from Ani is, do not go after a woman, let her not steal your heart. And I've always told brothers is, when you don't chase, it will come to you. Stop chasing these women. Don't chase them. Don't chase. And same thing like you spoke about, the chasing versus attraction. Don't chase the money. And that's definitely one of the greatest things that you can do.
I'm still listening.
Okay. That's definitely one of the greatest things that you can implement. Plus, I can speak from just personal experience, and I'm sure the brothers can relate as well. Is just about every woman that I've ever come into any type of relationship with, they came to me. When there's a woman, my attention doesn't go to, I need to, and you see that a lot today. I've seen some, and even some of my brothers growing up, let's go, let's go try to holler at these chicks over here and do this, and that was never my thing. And I was so I love that line, do not go after a woman. And so our brothers should learn from this ancient Seba'it, and your presence attracts it. And that's why the chasing versus attraction is so powerful. And plus women love that anyways. If you because I always had women friends more than males, and I always say it's the one who gives me the least amount of attention is the one that I want the most. So there's an ancient gem that everyone should be using today, because everyone else is doing it backwards. So I love that line. And I love how you spoke about sustaining, the sustenance, and how it means to hold and to stretch, to hold something and to stretch it out, or to hold up. That's a very powerful word, in the sustenance, that which sustains you. So I love that. And character, and how a character is, again, the individual ka. The ka is another, if you look up ka in the dictionary, it'll say character. That's your ka. It's your individual features. And how that word then creates the same word for letters, for letters. These are characters. Again, the symbol of imprint. It's a symbol of imprint on the ka, on the ba. So I love how you put that out. And he who is patient in a bad situation will not be harmed by it. Patience. Patience is key. And again, just having a balance of knowing when to speak and knowing when to be silent. Knowing when to be patient and knowing when to act, when to move. So Tua, great brother, for bringing this forward. And it's a wonderful thing to have a brother such as yourself teaching on the ancient literature, because so many people say, how is this applied to today? I mean, how does it not? Line by line, we can go line by line by line in all of the Seba'it, and I can tell you and show how it applies to today. So again, this is the Seba'it. This is what guides our walk. This is what's going to guide us into building up a civilization again, where everyone is on the same standard. When there is no excuse that can be made for someone else having a different perception on what's happening, everyone has the same foundation, and it's very clear. There's just no way to misconstrue the Seba'it, because it's very direct and clear. So Tua for that, great brother. It inspired some writings. So, you know, I was writing too while you was giving your presentation. So Tua Hinu, great brother for that, bringing this forward, leading by example, and teaching the Sebai, and I love your teachings on relationship and love hearing you speak about that. And that's definitely something that will guide and help a lot of people. And that space needs this in it, because this is this is it. When you have this, all that other ISFET goes out the window. It's a process, and there's progress to be made coming out of the matrix and reprogramming mindset. But once that reprogramming starts, you slowly but surely start to etch out the ISFET and re-solidify your foundation in the Sebai. And when everyone's standard is this, oh well, you know, is that in my eye? I love when that question is asked to me. Is that my eye? Like, what is that in? I love when that question is asked for me, because again, it just shows that there's a foundation within the A'ut that everyone is living and standing on, and no one is above going beyond that, and that's a beautiful thing. That keeps everyone in alignment. So Hinu to the great scribes of Ma'at, and the ones who document it, and the ones who bring forth the teachings. It's a beautiful thing, and great brother, you do a fantastic job of, you know, teaching and allowing your Ka to bring it forth in the way that you do. So Hotep Hinu Ma'akaru to you, great brother. Yes, and keep doing what you are doing.
You are watching a master at work.
Appreciate you, great brother. Tua. Appreciate those kind words. I appreciate all everything y'all do. I'm telling you, man, y'all inspire me. So y'all definitely the company I want to keep. So it's good to just have great brothers like yourselves. Being an influence, of course, our great Saba Tehuti Amun Hotep Ra, and just what's going on in the house of Aten. So I just appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all, man.
Forget that we the real champions around.
Yes, absolutely. Hinu to everyone on all these platforms. I started streaming on my Instagram, my personal Instagram as well, and has some people in there watching from there, and it's just a wonderful thing learning this technology and what all we can do with it to get this out there. Primordial visions, memories tempting, temperatures of cool waters swimming, incarnations pending, accurate precision more than a decision. Death is living, come forth, Purr creates portal, more than mortal, verbal baptism, provisions for cleansings. Primordial Thought 9 got scribe in his bag writing through the presentation. Yeah, it's Hindu, great brother. I love the energy.
So I need, that was wonderful, man. You that ain't nothing but give me energy right there, man. You know, I like when you get into that creativity. So as you can see, man, I always got your music in my presentation, man, because I'm telling you, that's all love that I see, man, because it helps me. It helps me overcome. It helps me become cool. It helps me just become better. It helps me in so many different aspects. So I appreciate the time that you spent writing and you know, pouring your ebe on, you know, with that pen, with that fire hand, you know what I mean? So appreciate you, great brother. Tua.
Yes, for the exclusive. Yes, give it up, giving it up.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So yes, let's see this comment on the screen. Say, Minty Hotep, it's getting dark. I have something to show. May I please get the link, Hotep? Yes, we will post the link for you, Minty, and for anyone who wants to come up to the panel. So yes, everyone who is a part of watching the stream on all these platforms, and those who are watching on the playback, please show your support. houseofaten.org. Cash App and PayPal, you can just scan the links here. And the links are also pinned to the top of the chat, and they're also in the bio on all the platforms. So if you just look at the descriptions, you'll see the links. And if you learned something from this wonderful class that Primordial Thought 9 brought forward, please show your support and show your reciprocity for what you received, so you can then receive the benefit of the actual Seba'it, because this is what we always taught. So House of Aten, Hindu, and Hotep to everyone who supports. And as I gather, I see a few supports in the back. So please utilize the supports. Hotep, Hinu, Ma'akaru, Tua to all the great Maru, all the great partisans of the House of Aten. Without you, we do not exist in the way that we do. We don't move at the speed that we move in. So it's because of you that we're able to build up this community. So Tua for all your support. Okay, let me post the link for everyone. And okay, there we go. There is the link, Minty.
Come join us. Come join us. Come join us. House of Aten, ancient Tehuti and teachings under Teru. Back to the source. We the original axemen.
Yes, come join us. Utilize that link there. Come up to the panel. And again, shout out to Stranger for the $20 super sticker that he sent before the class. All right, Hotep, Minty, Hotep, Nuti, Ma'at.
Peace. Can I be heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. So I just want to give a public apology for yesterday. I had mentioned, or I had made the announcement that I was going to be doing a MetaNetter mural, and I wanted to come onto the pod class to show it with everybody. Yesterday, there was a chain of events that didn't allow me to do that. So today I came to a public graffiti yard, and I wanted to make good on my promise. So let me figure out how to turn my camera around. I can't figure out how to turn my camera around, so I'm just gonna show. This is Venice Beach, California. I just came down here, and the whole place was full of people, and by chance I was able to get a little piece of a wall, which is exactly what I wanted. Can you guys see?
See if you can see if there's a flip button.
Okay, let me see if I can flip it.
There should be, or maybe it may be in your settings. Let me see. Let's see here.
Minty, Venice Beach, is that where you met Saba at for the first time?
No, I met Saba for the first time at Santa Monica Beach.
Okay.
See if you can figure that out.
Okay. Settings, camera, front. Okay, I think I got it.
Okay,
yes,
yeah, there we
yes,
go.
there we go. Yeah, it's a little bit dark. Let's see.
Hey, I
Let's
see
see if
some
I can
rings.
get. Yeah, yep. Let's see if I can get my flashlight on here. Right, got it. Got it. Okay, so yeah, so coming from this side, I did the shin ring. You guys, hopefully you can see it.
Yes.
So here's the meta netter that I had promised. I just wanted to come through with my promise. We got Unki and Ma'at right here. We got the Tehuti. And then I hit up a House of Aten roll call. So here we are. We got Saba Tehuti. We got Ani Ptah. We got Atef Rem. And then we got Manku Ara down here.
Nice. Oh, and I love the Tehuti with the crescent moon.
Would you mind flashing your light on the wall for me? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Tua, flash the light for us. All right, there we go. Hey, beautiful. Anki and my eyes. Yeah, that looks amazing, Minty.
And this is done off of scrap cans. So I came with 3, and I bartered with people that were at the wall with their scrap cans. So I may do with what I have, and just to give you a scale of how big it is, it's bigger than me.
Wow, nice. Excellent. Accurate.
Nebna for Unk. Everything is beautiful in life.
So Tua to the netter for allowing me to gather myself after yesterday and coming down here and actually being able to get a space, because there is an event here today and this wall is just totally packed with people.
Okay, wow, beautiful. Very nefer.
Tua, great mentee for representing always. It's beautiful. Definitely, that's digital scribing. I mean, not digital scribing, but for real scribing. Definitely, and it's digital too, because we're definitely showing it, and it's on the internet now. So, the great mentee, Hotep, Nuti Ma'at, beautiful artwork. The Natiru are real. I don't know why they keep saying it. We just principles. I don't know where that came from.
I think that's the mythology.
Oh, that's never Tua. Always representing and standing on art.
My pleasure. Yes, and then we, of course, we have Tehuti on Ma'at right here. So this is great. I just wanted to come in and make good of what I had announced a couple of weekends ago, and apologize publicly for not being in class yesterday and being able to come through with that. But my hands are freezing. If anybody paints with spray paint in the cold, my fingers are totally numb. So I'm gonna get up out of here, and I'm gonna catch all of the replays as I do my as I release all of this energy. So Tua to you, brothers.
Tua to you, and be safe out there. Have a safe traverse to your way home. Be safe, mentee.
That's like a early talent show entry right there. She just did. So handle to you, great sister, for your artistic abilities.
Peace and love, MT. That was gorgeous. See your art, girl. Keep doing your thing. Peace and love.
You did what? You did what?
Nebna for Unk. Everything is beautiful in life.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, the challenges just kept on coming at me, from running out of paint to not having a place to, you know, I had to do this. I had to overcome everything, every obstacle that was being sent my way. I had to overcome it and get this done. And I'm so glad that I did. It's perfect.
Yes, we are happy that you did as well. And yes, Tua for finding a way to follow through. And that's a beautiful thing and that's a beautiful representation of determination. And when you have something in your mind that you want to do, you're going to make it happen. Sometimes the plan has to get altered, but you still reach the destination. So Tua Minty for sharing that with us and for putting us within your mural and the Natiru, and it's a beautiful thing. So definitely, you know, get out of there, get warm, and you did an excellent job, Tua, for everything that you're doing. So Hotep and Marie, to you.
Hotep Marie, House of Aten forever.
Absolutely, Hotep. All right, and great brother Minku Ara Mary Ma'at, he spoke about an early talent show entry, and last week I put up a poll about the talent show and whether or not we should do one in May. And so let me show the results of that. And here it is right here. So talent show in May. So there's 100%, and there were 9 votes. There were 9 votes to have a talent show in May. So I hope when we have the talent show that there'll be 9 people to come in, and that'd be excellent. So yeah, we can then begin to set that up, and it'd be a beautiful thing. So all of our great creatives, we will begin to put that together, and of course we always have rewards for everything that we do. So yes, for the 9 people that voted, Tua, Hotep Henu Ma'akaru, and look forward to that. So let me go ahead and show the support that came in. Nicholas Noetic says, Hotep and Marita, everyone. Tua for the Nefer presentation, Primordial Thought 9, consistent Marie here in House of Aten. Absolutely. Tua, website looking real good. Great job on that as well. Fire. Tua, great brother, Nicholas Noetic. And speaking of Nicholas Noetic, let's give this great brother a round of applause for the 1018 that he sent in. A great supporter, House of Aten member, for Primordial Vision, decisions met.
I was on mute.
Yo, it's okay. To our great brother. Yes, to our Nicholas, we appreciate you. And I'm not sure if you were, if you caught the beginning, but I was going through the website, and so we have a membership section in the website. So I'm asking all the members to go to the membership section of the website and choose your membership tier. And so that way we can get everyone transferred over to the new system that we're using for the Karu. So you can then have access to the section here and receive the benefit from the shop. So everyone go here and transfer over your membership. So to our great brother for your support and just for being who you are. All right, next we have Anu and Antu, who send in $20 for Tua Hinu Marie PT9. Relatable, wonderful, wise, wisdom. Yes, Hotep to the great duo Anu and Antu. Tua for your support, and we definitely appreciate all that you are doing. Anu is the moderator, Hinu to him. Antu was one of the social media managers, so all the content that you're seeing on the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts is Antu is doing a great job of helping us put this content out in short form stature. So to both of you for being great Karu for the House of Aten, Hindu. And next we have ANKHSHESHONQ, the calm one with the axe, who sends in 1572 for reciprocity Dua Hinu. Yes, Hinu to ANKHSHESHONQ, one of the greatest supporters of the House of Aten. He supports in every realm that we bring forth. And this great brother is leading by example in that. We put up the Patreon, he joins the Patreon. We put up the Karu membership, he joins tier 3 in the Karu membership. He makes purchases from the shop. We put up the YouTube membership. He's a YouTube member. He supports every class. So this great brother is leading by example in what it means to be to support and appreciate all of what's being built around the House of Aten and Ma'at. So Hinu to you, great brother ANKHSHESHONQ, Tua for your reciprocity and for your dua and for your Hinu. Wonderful brother. Definitely look forward to receiving that message from you and saying, Hotep, great brother Ani Ptah Aten Tehuti, I am ready to bring a class forward. So I'm looking forward to that message from you, great brother. So Tua and Hinu, and looking forward to everything that you are doing and creating and bringing you up to the front. So Tua, great brother. And that is the support that we have received in for this class. And Tua for everyone who is making purchases on the website. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I look forward to seeing everyone with all of their items. The wonderful mate of Primordial Thought 9, who is Gabriela Lopez, sends in Tua for the eye-opening class Primordial. It's a never experience to have of you. The purple heart, her signature. So Tua, yes, absolutely, Gabriella. Hinu for supporting our great brother, Primordial Thought 9. And Nicholas Noetic says, yes, we'll proceed with doing that this week. To our great brother, Ani. Okay, Hotep. Absolutely. Nini Ka, great brother. And Hinu to you. Jay Kirkland, peace to you, great brother. Jay Kirkland, the adoration, word surfing, the Nefer Netter Nature J is his name. So to our great brother, this is a wonderful brother too, who is a definite Nefer Ka that he brings himself forward as. So to our great brother. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and begin the closing statements. And I'll start us off. I'll start us off with the closing statements and just give Hinu and adoration to all the great supporters, all the great Maru of the House of Aten. Like, subscribe, and leave your comments on the videos. So even everyone who's here live, come back on the playback. And if you're watching on the playback, leave a comment, help the algorithm and our shorts as well, and help to push this information out. Hinu to the great brothers on the panel, Minku Ara Mary Ma'at, who is the head Ma'at and doing all the organization for the festivities that we bring forth. And we're in works and conversations of the Pathways to Awakening, which will be in October. So, and Great Saba Tehuti just announced in pod class last night that it will be the naming ceremony. And this is a beautiful thing because I told two people that I want them to receive a Ren at the Pathways to Awakening. And it's a beautiful thing because Minty Hotep received her last year, and we have all that in the digital version of the Pathways to Awakening. And so for Saba Tehuti to then say that that is the actual place where he will be given Rens, which is a beautiful thing, because now we have to to receive that honor. You have to come out. You have to put yourself in front of Saba Tehuti. So I'm so happy he did that. So Tua to the great brother Minku Ara for all the organization he's doing for the Pathways to Awakening. And everyone, as I say, make sure you have an account on the side that says PTA and put in there. So that way when September comes and you're already prepared and ready to fly out to LA, and we'll continue to update you all with it. So we're telling you now so you can go ahead and start to save for it, so you all can come out and enjoy all the festivities that the House of Aten is bringing forward. Hinu to the great brother Atefrem Kima'at for being the Techetu, for being a representation of that sound vibration and the sound vibration of your Ren, and being a wonderful father, and for always being who you are, and transforming, and always in that state of taking who you are and applying it within Ma'at for others to see and recognize and follow in your footsteps. So Hinu to you, great brother, for everything that you're doing, and Hinu. And Hinu to the great brother Primordial Thought 9, another great father, great family man, and a brother who is completely imbued in the teachings, and we appreciate you taking the call and walking through the door and being consistent since you've come forth, and now bringing forth your teachings. It's a beautiful thing. So Hinu to you, great brother. And yes, that's what I'll close with. Give Hinu to all the great brothers. Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. He truly understands how much I appreciate him, and what there's very little words that come to mind to be able to utter to the great Saba. So it's just a beautiful knowing that is displayed from me to him. So Tua and Hinu to the great Saba Tehuti for everything that you are doing, and everything that you have done leading up to this point, and everything that you are doing moving forward. So Hotep Hinu, great Saba Tehuti, and to all the great Karu, the House of Aten members, all the great Meru, all the great supporters, those who use the support links to help make sure that we're uplifted and We have what we need to continue to grow and expand. So Tuan Hinu to everyone. Sakim im Arit, murder Ka'a, Simu Hatu Natiru, Pert Int Hetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in peace. Ankh the Jed Usir. Hotep.
Hotep. Peace, everybody. Hinu to everyone. Much love to the chat for continuously doing all that you're doing in the House of Aten. It's really powerful to have witnesses to be able to share in what is happening in this day and time. It's a pretty powerful phenomenon, and if other people were not here to see it, who would believe such powerful things are going on? So Hinu to the great Ani Ptah for his leadership, his dedication and excellence. Hinu to Atef for his Makaru, his dedication and strength. Hinu to Primordial Thought 9 for all that he brings, his stability and wisdom. Hinu to our great master teacher, Saba Tehuti, the righteous judge. I will be teaching next Sunday, and my presentation will be titled, Only God Can Judge Me. Only the Netaru can judge me. And so playing off the great Tupac, but mostly it's a Zep Tepi Part 2, and I'll be teaching on measurement and judgment. Tua Primordial Thought 9 for a great teaching, and Tua, everybody for this platform. I feel like I'm in Netaru boot camp and feel myself getting stronger every ceremony that we have. And so I will end with the great oration to Tehuti. Come to me, Tehuti, O noble ibis. Come to me and give me counsel to make me skillful in your calling. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. Fate and fortune are to be found with you. Hotep Hinu.
Peace and love to everybody for just enough of words. To for the House of Aten for just being a part of this wonderful, wonderful family. To be able to even come on here and have a platform to be able to critique your skill, to be able to continue to test your ability, to be able to create. It's a wonderful atmosphere to have. It's a wonderful atmosphere to be a part of. It's a beautiful thing. Peace and love to our great Saba Tehuti Amun Hotep Ra. Peace and love to you, great brother Ani Ptah Aten Tehuti, great brother Tefrem Kim Ma'at, great brother Menku Marie Ma'at. I just appreciate all of y'all. To for just that brotherhood, for that love and that support. I don't want to be nowhere else, man. This is the place to be. So peace and love, and to everybody in the chat and everybody that's watching in the future. Hotep, may Ra grant you and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you all rise and come forth this conscious light like the divine Ra who rises and shine forevermore, Ma'at. Hotep, peace and love, great family.
Hotep, peace and love. Tua for those great words from all of you brothers. Ani Ptah. Tua for those beautiful words. Definitely motivation and inspiration, great brother. Tua for those great words from you, Primordial Thought, for this teaching today. It's beautiful to have four brothers on here. We've been up here for 3 hours and 44 minutes and 15 seconds, and no arguing. You know, no backbiting, just pure celebration, pure adoration, motivation and inspiration. The Natiru are real. Hinu to the great brother, Minku Ra Mary Ma'at, and all that you bring forth, my great brother. Definitely no other place that I will be, rather be, will be. This is it, brothers. Brick by brick, we're going to continue to build. And Hinu to everyone in the chat that supports in the future. Run it back on the playback. You know, subscribe, and comment, and support what's important to you. Support. Let's keep this movement going. Let's keep this frequency going. Definitely houseofaten.org. Definitely go check out our website, check out our merch. Let's imbue the Natiru. Let's become that. Let's embody that frequency in all that we do. When we look around us, we just surrounded with the ISFET. No matter what we do and what we bring forth, when you look around, it's pure ISFET. So let's definitely imbue the Natiru energy, and let's keep our foundation Ma'at. And with that, I want to say Hinu to everyone in the chat as well. All of the new platforms, the Twitch, everyone in the Twitch. Hinu to everyone in the Instagram, and Hinu to everyone on the Rumble and the X. I'm new to all of this social media, showing my face, but it's my art that motivates me. So I'm here. You see me. I'm outside, as they say. But I'm inside of a particular frequency. So definitely may the Natiru continue to protect us. And with that, I will close. Hinu to our great Saba Tehuti, Amahotep Ra. Definitely can't forget that. And Hinu to all the great brothers and sisters out there that are learning and growing with us as we build brick by brick. I know it's a lot of you out there that are sneak learning. Continue to sneak learn until you get the confidence to show your face and teach and learn with us. Stand alongside of us. With that, I'll close as we do every week with our beautiful affirmation. Hinu to the great brother, Primordial Thought from today's teachings. The friend of a fool is a fool. The friend of a wise man is a wise man. The friend of an idiot is an idiot. Don't let yourself be sent on a mischievous errand, nor be friends with him who does it. Don't raise an outcry against one who attacks you, nor answer him yourself. He who does evil, the shore rejects him. Its floodwater carries him away. The north wind descends to end his hour. It mingles with the thunderstorm. The storm cloud is tall. The crocodiles are vicious. You heeded man, how are you now? He cries out. His voice reaches heaven. It is the moon who declares his crime. Unki and Ma'at, Un and S, Nintet or Set and Ma'at, Menhepapet and Ma'at, Hurt and Huqui, Hurt Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Come join us, House of Aten, Ancient Tehuti and Teachings of Natiru. Back to the source, we the original Axemen.
Yo, let's go.
Shed. Close my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed? eating alkaline at this time, fasting reads though shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, it had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of state's effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.